a done and dusted pistol, just as easy as that. They managed the ramp aggression. JL was the housekeeper of this top site, and now he might get a bit of action. Well, he does.
Nice.
It's a quick one from
Guys,
Calix.
I will actually close the prediction early. One more round and it's closed. No late batters.
Bit dropped. Oh, well, never mind.
Alexi
will finish him off. I was going to say a bit dropped down towards B in case he went down.
If a 13-0 happens, $1,000 giveaway.
And NaVi pick up a very, very clean pistol round. The perfect setup. 3 towards ramp, and the fact that the dual brothers of Imma really didn't need to do anything at all. You can see how horny he was to get started, just shooting as they're eking out. But Bit and Alexi stalled them at the door. And between the two of them, do a whole lot of damage. We know that xantares loves a little bit of tilt. I put a tweet out asking for the top 5 power ranking of tilting teams at the moment. I think complexity has to be up there for me. I think big as well.
Could you just be my social media manager, Chad?
I just make dumb tweets and get people's
I know,
opinions.
but when you find a dumb tweet that's too dumb for you, can you just give it to me?
Sure, all right.
I can't tweet anymore.
The leftovers. Just see what the people at home think.
I don't want to do it, man.
They just want to have a conversation. Well, this round, it is a force buy. As you can see here, they're just waiting out this standard block utility. See a couple of smokes plumed.
It's a force buy on
your top left. And now as it starts to fade, they're trying to fire great at these rounds.
They didn't even get the plant, did they?
Especially considering
it's a lousy force buy.
Into Bit though, and a double combined with Wonderful. Again, they test ramp, and again, it looks like NaVi come up trump.
Yeah,
nice force by guys. Everyone's 0 ADR.
With that top util coming in, they didn't over-rotate. Stuck 2 towards ramp.
Nice.
Damage done again, so 2 kills. Calix would love to get his hands into that M4. Has been able to grab it. Has 54 seconds. The bomb on his back. A reload would help. 12 bullets. If he can get another kill, get that bomb down. Sure, it's not a successful round off the force, but has made it somewhat costly.
Jam time.
He's not shying away from an investigation. NaVi, well aware that the clock and the numbers favour them, and it's a little spot there from Alexi. He's not going to overcook it. Doesn't need to do too much more.
Yeah, in this situation, if you're NaVi, you just want to play for information. You don't want to commit to any hard duels.
He wants
to
to
get
plant.
the information, and once you know where he is, then you can start to clamp down with your CT setup, restrict the movements that are available, prepare for where he could be going, and outdink him with an MP9 at range. There you have it, Alexi.
So wichtig.
Finishes him off from secret, and they put the score up to 2-0. It should be 3-0. Eternal Fire not managing a plant off of that force by fake.
Slight silver lining is that he made sure that M4 was irretrievable at the top of heaven. They will.
It's the last game of the day. Dude, this day just ran away, no?
Eternal Fire, though.
What the hell? Last game already.
0-3 start on your map pick. And it is T-side.
Let's enjoy every round of it.
Pistols can really
every minute.
Help with that early momentum.
Every kill, every flash.
Difference maker in a
every
match.
JL rizzing up the
So
camera.
you only get, 1 or 2 gun rounds, but you got the pistol with the conversion.
Prediction closes, by the way.
It's a half, yeah.
Well, they've invested in a few deagles. We'll make it 3. Imagine with the P250 and Woxic, he's going to be more conservative so that AWP can come into the mix.
Co-stream this match with
and
JL.
NaVi should be aware that the round is likely just headhunters. So sitting back, not overcommitting, again, playing for info.
Alexi.
Yeah, I'm here to learn as well. Trying to understand the anti-eco setup. This one makes a lot of sense. Be as far away from the deagles as possible.
There's a lot of rules that teams have in place, or they use different codes to be able to make sure that the team responds accordingly. Damage done.
It's a little scary now. Just going to keep his head down. You've got all the info you need.
Minute remaining.
Cheeky flash. Maybe Alexi does have a glance and confirms. Body still towards that red container. Wonderful has the cross. No need to overextend.
It's just some pistols, NaVi.
Imma also in main, so can let them continue to progress for now.
Wonderful, he is going to continue to try and find a
what is this
little bit of a sight line. Alexi on a tiny gap. And now the fights do come their way. Wonderful, good for the first and second. And just piece by piece. And I will say, Wonderful having a nice early start like this, albeit, its first 3 rounds, these are just the ecos. But this is going to definitely help in terms of keeping him feeling confident. And we know that in CS2 in particular, confidence in taking these duels, not shying away from an engagement, it can be the difference maker.
We need wonderful early kills and bit early kills.
That we saw lacking yesterday with the individuals, right? I think they went into that Apex game thinking, hey, we should win this.
The 2 young guns.
I think everybody thought, yeah, they should win this. But you need to make sure that your individuals are firing, because as an international team that is still trying to piece their progress together, you need to hit your shots, right? And I know that seems like very reductive,
I got you, Chad.
But that was some of the issues. We get into the guns. No Woxic AWP just yet. AKs are plenty. Util the same.
Here we go.
deep yard molly to slow the early progress of the yard crawl, but xantares will be past it now. Pep in the step looking for a fight. Posting up behind red.
Oh, he could get this going. He knows he can wait for the cue of the second. Now throws it out. And it will perhaps make the timings a bit awkward. That first smoke, they'll have to move quickly. Worrying about Secret. Tries to destabilize with that one. And nade for the clear. Oh, wonderful. Just narrowly miss out on the full disperse. Forces elige down the vents quick to smoke.
Blocked again. So stalled and now stopped. Can just still reside in Secret. Can always pop their head back up, but then they have one player over towards lobby, and that's the in-game leader, Maja. They want to try and brute force down towards B. It is just elige here with a flash to his name. Top hut molly. Emma forced off the roof. elige
fake.
Might get some info on the next jump spot. They are setting up the boost.
He gets the info and gets away, elige.
Big rotation coming to help him.
You would assume,
oh, wow.
You would assume they've got some space now. Taking down elige.
4v5.
Rotations through.
Wonderful and bitter there.
Position. And wonderful supporting as well. This is by no means a guarantee for Eternal Fire. It's
20 seconds to plant.
It's wonderful. Brings the fight to xantares. Takes him down on control. Bit activates.
Bomb lost, no.
Through the flames. Wonderful finds another.
Bomb lost. Round over. 10 seconds remaining.
He's nading those doors. He's trying to find an equalizing frag. It's Bit that denies. A great headshot and no time for the rest. Maja.
Guys,
someone had to have thrown
Bit
that
5 kills, wonderful 10 kills. Those are the two people that we need on early kills.
By the util, so he pushes himself in, so does Bit, and they take down Maja, so they remove everything.
Wonderful with confidence. All of a sudden, he starts pushing.
So they take the fight.
That's what we need, bro.
To Eternal Fire, and they pick up the 4th consecutive round. That was great decision-making after elige B gets flatlined. Thought they had the information, still gets pipped at the post, but this is it. The smokes and mollies are behind him, pushing forward. Bit dropping down, causing absolute chaos between the two young Ukrainians. Around secure.
It's round 4, xantares.
Yeah, but
we're going to see some tilt this game.
Gentlemen.
I know, but round 4, personally, I prefer like it's round 4, lads. They're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's all good. Best of 3.
Oh, did Maja go down after time? He did. 150 bucks. Didn't catch that one.
Oh, you're right. That is a huge blow. Maybe the tilt might be justified. I take it all back.
Well, if anyone's going to stomach it, you hope it is the seasoned vet Maja. I remember watching him back with everyone's favorite member on the HLTV.org forums. Yeah, there it is. So just as well, that one is going to sour the mood. But Maja used to play with sixxz.
And
that's a name I haven't heard in some time.
Sixxz used to be, right, I think he appeared in like HLTV's top 20 back in 1.6 in like 2010 or 2011. Like
a nice resurgence at one point, like into 2015.
I love the threads they all make. It's like, oh my God, sixxz, what was that? And then like, the people on the forums can get some funny content out there, can't they?
Is sixxz the French guy?
People, but sometimes.
I like to think it's different people, you know? I think there's 2 different types of people.
Oh, that guy's boss.
With most of them being comedians.
Yeah. I remember Simple playing against him in an FPL.
Giving it a crack, trying to make people laugh. So Tara's invested into the AK. So not wanting to allow this CT economy to build too early, and that might be too late. Bit already has 7.7. Oh!
That's ramp open, and they are going to take that gap. It's wonderful to try and address it.
It's another AK.
Wonderful. Bang!
And it's an AWP that they've managed to get past by baiting that shot. Concedes ramp completely for NaVi, but what is the reaction? You're going to hold on to it, park Calyx there, and returning to lobby. It's forced a rotation, a heavy one. JL and Emmet down towards the low site.
Fucking xantares.
Who does that put the burden of A on?
Completely given up A. If you look at the radar, you can see just elige over towards Warehouse. Wonderful, we saw his position towards Hell. He's even had to play passive in case they try and fight him.
If he smokes Squeak.
Come through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Was that a Wakadia Tech 9? Of course,
it's
Wakadia Tech 9.
Crazy.
This Tech 9 is becoming quite notorious for that kind of maneuver.
It might just be a save, Alex.
I mean, this is Eternal Fire beautifully manipulating Navi's rotations. 1 frag, and it leads to a clean round. Wonderful's going to lose his AWP as well. That boost completely catching them off guard. And yeah, you better save if you can. Ahead of the flash. Knows elige going to be towards CT. This is a duel xantares could nail if he chooses to. But mission accomplished with a very minor investment.
1 AK-4 pistols?
Using that 1 rifle on xantares to great effect. He might even try and run down elige. He doesn't have too much cash. Wakadia, though.
elige, please.
No worries, he's got 2K.
Yeah, man.
Runs at him with his sidearm. They're trying to take that AWP away.
Please keep that RBP, please, bro.
No way.
elige.
Dead man leg shot, surely.
No!
And that's one hell of a round from Eternal Fire.
Yeah, the fact that
it's wonderful using the op fade now.
And he hits the necessary shot to get the space.
Simple always used op fade.
Heavily down to it. Here it is. Bang.
Oh, gross.
My man's actually turning into a young Simple.
That really is the round opener and round winner because of the rotations that it forced Navi into. So beautiful work. xantares and woxic with some great shots in this one. You see the deagle. You almost saw the deagle, but you definitely saw the AK. As Navi, they did have that residual cash, so they can get out the buy, but that's just a bit of a miserable round to lose, especially considering we just highlighted the fact you killed Badger after time. So now they've got a free AWP. It's going to do wonders for Eternal Fire's finances and confidence. It's a really nice round to win.
Oh, wow. JL's handled that very well.
Nice
2 nades towards his position. Avoids the majority of the damage and still catches that first extension of xantares.
It's looking like they want to force the issue with the molly to top heart and Wakadia in heart.
But
guys, it doesn't matter if someone has 0 kills when they're up 4-1.
Position after finding one towards back site.
Testing ramp again.
Wonderful's here earlier this time.
Wonderful.
Woxic's there as well.
Bang!
Calyx, that's a free frag.
Nice.
Straight into the scope of Wonderful. 2-man advantage for Navi to return immediately to their victorious ways.
Vicadia's so scary.
Vicadia spotted out. Seeing if he could find another way in. They return to lobby, no ground.
40 seconds on the clock.
Barely a leg to stand on here. JL needs to reload, and with him gone, this suddenly becomes possible.
Nice, Alexi.
B does catch Woxic on the exit.
Nice, JL.
With JL top hard did take the
Major
round.
180
Quick return.
0 and 6.
Back to form.
Oh my days.
I like the way that one felt.
Mage has not having
a bit making
the greatest start.
Steps on the ramp, right? He was audible. I think that caused Calyx to swing. This fight definitely is entirely looking to see if he can find that one-on-one with JL. But it was this here that was interesting, right? Because the fact that both top side players, Emma and JL, were shooting towards Squeaky Door. Both attention was drawn. Wakadia tried to find the gap, but it wasn't enough. Fortunately, Alexi B able to spam one through the smoke. But Eternal Fire, through their light buy victory, have another purchase.
Keep in mind that this EF's is
and they get back into the winning ways. A suppressive utility deep ramp. Woxic PvP up on the silo. Flashed. Very lobby-centric, isn't it? You know, not using the smoke walls outside, not forcing the standard rotations. Mutations? What's a... Am I thinking mutation?
Could be.
What?
Madger's actually mutated into a utility bot. All he's been doing is
throwing nades.
Oh,
The life of an in-game leader.
I can relate.
And lobby, just hanging out. I mean, it does feel like Navi are going to be able to set themselves up however they see fit at the opening stages of every round right now.
And he's still throwing more. He's just thrown the first of the 3.
And he's going up the roof. Got to throw a molly as well. Did no one else learn any nades?
He'd love to get a kill, wouldn't he? 0 and 6 right now.
4 ADR. The guy hasn't had a chance.
Well, it's kept the attention of the AWP, which is posted from Wonderful.
This elimination, yes.
It's suspicious. There's no noise outside. Nobody could have crossed secret, I don't believe. Feels like it has to be A. Navi should have a great idea. This needs to be through lobby.
Yeah, Emma's going to be repositioned, and down goes JL. They build into the
8 HD. Alexi, that's a double. No way.
And builds upon it onto Alexi. The site is lost.
Wonderful in bed. The 2 young guns.
20 seconds to spare. Where's that bomb?
Don't call it off, Wonderful. Bomb not even down.
Actually looking to get it down.
10 seconds.
Held by the AWP. Wonderful. Still towards garage.
It would need to be offered something to try and go for this retake now. Bit well and truly out of position. We saw he was just highlighted still over towards ramp, so a long way in. And that somehow works for Eternal Fire. I think it's the dink into the hut player, which was Calyx. That kill, if it went the other way, right, that would have completely stalled the progression because Alexi underarmed his own flash, pushed through the main smoke. He was able to grab one of his own, but it was that duel towards hut that I think was the difference maker for Eternal Fire to put their second on the board.
Oh yeah, I also just feel like that top side duel with gun on Squeaky. I think it might have been Ime.
He was top hot, wasn't he? He got mollied off.
Okay, so maybe JL. But yeah, it was bizarre just seeing that go so easily in favor of Eternal Fire. Good.
Bro, Mage's getting fucked right now.
Do it the hard way in the absence of that pistol. And not finding anything consecutive.
Man.
Well,
0 and 7 now.
And you're broken NaVi, assuming no
With
saves.
that much HP?
Still no kills, but 2 rounds, and I think that's what an in-game leader's kill tally should look like. 13 is the magic number.
96 HP.
Which map has the most absurd bomb radius now, Ancient or Nuke? Which one's more ridiculous? And I know you're a large proponent for larger bomb radiuses.
That's crazy.
Radii.
Radii.
Some of the post plants, it does just feel like you're condemned to losing 2-3 players if you're in an intense retake.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess maybe probably Ancient. I feel that Ancient it can feel pretty obnoxious, but I'm just glad we can't have people sitting in the decom window while the bomb blows up. It's like that just makes no sense. It doesn't stimulate you at the end of the round at all. Well, I'm in the side, I just have to sit here.
Players dying on B as the bomb explodes on A. That's the Ancient special.
It does too as well. You could sit car.
Yeah.
You could watch the bomb blow up in front of your very eyes and be like, haha.
Just crouch.
Here we go.
Big round ahead of us. It's going to be very indicative of just how competitive Nuke's going to be here for Eternal Fire. See, it's their map pick. Made it work on a low buy. Now they've made it work on the rifles with Cardia. Pays a bit of a heavy price to get across. 29 is all he has to work with. Alexi's spam did connect.
Who's going to address the lower leak? It will be Alexi again. Or not. Looked like it was going to be. Waterfall smoke onto main. So this is telling them they want to fight towards heaven.
xantares audible.
Oh, he's past bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, you don't check that always.
Bit eats that flashbang.
No way.
Beautiful from Wicardi. A bit of team play there.
Well, that bit got baited into that.
From the steps of xantares.
Yeah.
Alexi's communicating it, and then the flash comes through. You're right. It was almost like a sequence.
Nice,
Alexi,
Alexi.
though, composes himself. Catches Calyx. Are they going to consider this?
They
are, but
Yeah.
he's too quick on the draw. So much pressure now being applied across the board. He's worried about both sides of ramp. Yeah,
Wonderful.
maybe he has to just get out of there.
Well, if bomb goes B, the timing.
timing.
Or if he could still be in trouble. He has no answers about low side either.
He's not turning around.
No, Magic got him.
Oh.
Beautiful. Wow, this is one of those rounds where Eternal Fire, they've just got their finger on the pulse and one, if not two steps ahead of NaVi.
And I wanted to say that's what it looks like Alexi has right now, but it only looks like he has the understanding of exactly what's going on across the map, because you're seeing with his reactions, the way that he's putting himself in certain scenarios is not a bad shot there from Jao at all. We'll remove the life of xantares. But Alexi feels like he has a very good idea of the fun and games that Eternal Fire are up to in a lot of these plays. He seems one step ahead, doesn't feel like the information's against him, but it's quite difficult to make sure that's flowing to your teammates to make those split-second reactions as it's happening.
Yeah, and I think it also is a really big component in any skill level of Counter-Strike, in the sense that, you know, it can't just be Alexi that has that level of awareness.
Well, yeah, but this is so odd from Bit, right? So we're talking about the fact that a player's able to jump off main and go around, and obviously that seems like it's Bit's responsibility, because he's playing back warehouse to make sure that they can't cross that line of sight or head into main. But if a player jumps over your line of sight, then you can just stay warehouse, hope that you catch him if he goes wide, and say, hey, listen, guys, whoever the hell player is, that's now your job. This is a possibility. Do we push lobby? Do we give it up? Do we take space elsewhere? Bit can't just be running wide in warehouse to take a fight to God knows what.
No, and never mind doing so without the answers of what's waiting for you on yard.
And
Major fast kill.
And you had a pretty good idea there was pressure secret in the round as well, so you could have been running into
Two
anything.
safe guns, rest pistols, doable.
They've got two safe rifles, Chad, so it's not necessarily a free one, but with Wicardi running around corners with his MAC-10, it does look like this early map space has been taken. They're already descending the low site, and okay, well, should we just get ready for the next one?
The fact that they're all making their way down the fireman's pole, they might be able to try and contest smoke, and they need to push this, or maybe not.
That smoke makes it weird. They're next to each other. They're behind them. That's a CT smoke. It's slowed down Wicardi. Oh my god, right next to his temple. Now they flash. Wicardi's got nades out. He's been by bit. Now Alexi's rifle comes alive, and Eternal Fire have disintegrated.
It's an RPP overrun him.
Calyx, can you be the hero? Him and Wops.
Oh god, he waits.
He has to control his bullets. Does get
2v1, wichtig!
Oh no, walks it down. NaVi with just two rifles, a speedy rotate, and a
two rifles, rest pistols.
Smoke.
Now that's the tilter.
So the T's going to throw in the stairwell molly, right? That's very classic to help you get that double door side control. So the fact they throw that down, that stunts the amount of space that the T's are actually able to grab. This one happened off action, but it was just chaos. That is what the smoke caused. They couldn't take the space that they wanted. They were condemned. It was very awkward, and we see the xantares frustration following through. Now look, you won your xantares, they've won theirs. Both teams with a lighter buy victory so far in this first half. And you got to keep it together.
So important.
Whoa.
That was just chaotic, right? Absolute mess made of that. But great from NaVi to thrive.
I'm very impressed, yeah. I mean, it was just that reaction. Admittedly, it really helps when you've managed to get yourself that free kill we saw in lobby onto Maja. The lurker could have made it a whole lot more potent, but we are right back into the rifles.
And they've done the hard work to break NaVi as well, so that, you know, you can understand why you're frustrated.
Cycling through their smokes, kept squeaky door locked off. Interesting position from Wonderful this round. So they've actually got Imet, JL, and Wonderful invested towards this hold.
Considering how much they're trying to fight through lobby in a fair few of these rounds, maybe understandably so.
Yeah, I guess, you know, Alexi's saying, I've got yard, I can spot it.
And he doesn't feel under threat a lot. So what is it that Eternal Fire don't want to try and challenge Wonderful's AWP? Or
they keep throwing one.
Find the weaknesses?
One of the smokes, like this smoke the Magic keeps throwing, it's spottable. Nice for Cardi to level it out. Now they know where Wonderful is. Another smoke grenade to hold them at bay. It's very lobby-centric.
Wonderful. What the hell?
Spread. Maja's Molly does find a huge opening kill towards that top site. With the AWP down, Bit starts to tuck into the site. He's going to give them ramp. It's not in his interest to give them that 2v4 should he go down.
It looks like it's going to be A, and there's nobody in position.
JL just dropped as well. Vicardi may have heard that. Stampeding through those vents.
Well, Lexi's just blocked Squeaky.
They know where everyone is, though. He's trying to catch JL up the vent, and beautiful. Vicardi has won them the round.
They're toying with NaVi, aren't they?
Alexi needs to kill fast.
Alexi gives it a good go. Bit shouldn't be long for this world. Xantares is more than ready for this. The AK strikes, goes down. And back and forth we go again.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, NaVi are having a tough time dealing with this onslaught and not just having to play standard nuke rotations through losing yard space. And yeah, it's definitely setting in for a bit of a loop right now. NaVi, are they going to invest?
Vicardi's awareness there was, I mean, he knew where everyone was.
Not sure why JL was frustrated there either. You're coming back up the vent into top side, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably frustrated he went down in the first place.
Well, it's only 1900 into the next. Alexi actually invested quite a bit. He only has 1900 left in the bank balance. He's bought an MP9.
Yeah, and he's gambled lower early. With the wall of smokes up, it seems like it's a informed decision. Oh, that was an opportunity for Wonderful. He did have a tip of the dome.
Let's make the MP9 worth it.
On his screen, top silo. Alexi, he's going to be jiggling around these vents.
Alexi
Xantares on his progression. He forces actually a failed Molotov. So with the smoke on top, that will buy time. Maja once again doing what Maja does best here. Every time we cut to his POV, there's a nade landing somewhere. This time, lockers.
The utility dispenser. Well, Xantares and Maja do have room towards outside. The bomb currently in lobby. These upgraded pistols, plenty of them gravitating towards hut.
That's a nice USPS skin
for NaVi. Bit close ramp. And Alexi B is going to join him. So trying to crunch in now, 45
40
seconds.
40 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for him to get anything done. A little bit of a bait, a little bit of a dink. Him's done some damage. Wonderful trap behind the site and cut down. JL only had a USP and Bits fights.
Oh! My days.
It's a lot of work done. A few more casualties than they may have hoped for, but Eternal Fire, they find the round, and with only one more to go, it is no harm, no foul.
Yeah, well, they're clearing on the top side, and then bang, Bit and Alexi both appear for 3 quick kills. But we might be heading into this halftime break with a tied scoreline, unless NaVi have something to say. Started off with what felt like a flawless pistol round, only taking 1 casualty.
On nuke would not be nice.
To start on Eternal Fire.
Bit on the Auge, we don't see that often.
Well, which was kicked off, really, by that hero AK of Xantares over towards ramp. It's been looking quite tidy for Eternal Fire.
Oh, no.
Finally, something that looks a bit more like a standard complexion of a round.
Wonderful.
Alexi might be behind a few.
Alexi. Ja, man, ja, man.
Forward position.
Ja.
He's gone uncleared.
Ja.
Playing the Xantares, that's good awareness for his 8th and for an opening to tie this half up. It did look a bit bleak, conceding what was a 4-0 start.
Look at this, they're just creeping back after that kill, so they don't want anything to do with outside. Immediately calling the cancel. A regroup towards lobby. And look at all the nades remaining.
It's not Maja this time. Woxic's the one lining it up. So, yeah, after that, heading back to spawn to sell it further.
It's very believable after that kill.
Trying to force these early rotations. Now he goes for the double molly.
Here we
Site
go.
laden with flame, flashes on top of that, and then you go ramp.
They go ramp, bro. They throw smokes outside, mollies on A, and they go ramp.
And he's worried about a repeat, understandably so. He's found the equalizing fragment. With 30 seconds left, they can pivot down the vents. No one's holding it. You can see an SMG scurrying down, up, down, left, right. 25, and now it's top site.
Stacked correctly.
These mind games have not worked out well.
Well,
expecting someone to have moved, but JL
nice JL
position with the MP9 gets 2.5, and there is a 7.
We needed that
they
6.
Leave the half with a lead.
Is that enough though?
7-2-5. NaVi holding on to that defense. We swap sides. We'll be right back.
I don't know, G. I need to check percentages now. Checking percentages. I need a decent T side on NaVi, and hopefully a bad or not too good CT side from EF. Boys, running an ads we have none during the second half, during this elimination best of 3. Yeah? Bang. Let me see. Also, the other game right now looks like what? Complexity vs. Falcons. My days. Bro, Falcons can't win anything right now. What the fuck? 1 against Rebels, barely. Lost to EF, lost to Vitality. Lost to Astralis. Jesus. Monessports. Oh my days. Come on. T-side? Wait, but this is hella old. What the fuck? We didn't play it in so long. Oh, am I tripping? Katowice. This right here actually means something. 3 T rounds, and then, yeah, it doesn't matter. 9 CT rounds, and then a pretty decent T side. Oh my days. Was Bad Boom this ass? That is crazy. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But we don't have what sometimes is hella aware, where Bit has a super slow start, is like 0 and 8 and shit, and can't find a grip in the game. Bit found a grip in the game. I believe. I believe, bro. It's doable. Mr. Perks Johnson, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Rudy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Spielkind Film, thank you for the 10 months in a row. Mr. The Trickster, thank you for the Twitch Prime as well. Hellzog, 40 kills. Cap. What? That's warm up, right? Mods. Yo, that's the same guy from yesterday. Did you not listen to my advice? Did you not listen to my advice? Fortnite section, gambling section. That's where you get actually people to click your link, bro. It's not gonna happen in a CS fucking streamer chat, bro. We are smart. We are fucking grown-ups. We're not clicking your fucking scammy shit, bro. I'm telling you, your scam will be much more successful. Fortnite section, gambling section. Okay? Please. Not here. Zack. My days. Let's go. Lock in. Oh, yeah.
Group A, lower bracket.
Maybe Minecraft section.
NaVi and Eternal Fire. Got a whole lot to do, and just the first half under our belt so far, so you're right on time to witness this battle and bout between this international roster NaVi that haven't necessarily been firing on all cylinders. They survived the night.
You're not listening.
Into this one, it's Eternal Fire that are putting up a fight. They recover after a 4-0 deficit to start. They make a T-side work. 5 rounds, they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely, and they've been playing mind games with NaVi. Maybe trying to take advantage of this
NaVi.
having to communicate in English on a complicated map like Nuke, but NaVi, the bookmaker's favorites, xantares, multiple fronts and fights heading his way.
Bob.
Smoked off with Cardi, he can play in front of it. It wasn't smoked to excuse me.
Oh man.
Still, xantares is just going to take that duel. And now they've got all this space to stretch their legs. Ricardia has to turn tail. 3 HP on him. Yeah, well, I'm not sure about this duel either.
Ricardia already low, wichtig.
Has found Madry in the meantime, and it looks like everyone's just having individual
it's another flawless pistol. The first one was flawless as well.
Bomb delivered to his front door, but Image is going to be running at him.
Navi
and
is so
to
back.
pick up a USP when the Glock is as strong as it is.
They knew he was main. Oh, now they know he's in the site.
3 HP.
Lads, down the ladder. That's where we want to go. Joe, just fight him, boys. Let's just take him on together, shall we? That's all right. As they look like they want to get that bomb down for some extra cash money, but JL, he'll get it done first.
Let me check BRU.
Okay, Alexi, they like to buy. They do like to buy. That was, well, it's been some of the notes. We've covered off a couple of Eternal Fire games now, and they have been very, very proficient on the second round buys. Wonderful, great shooting from him. So to be said for Emma. A couple of quick clicks. As Eternal Fire have done exactly what Alexi had prophesied.
That took you some time.
Scout, MP9s.
Who was the MVP? Control V.
He seems
Claps
to
in
have
the chat.
quite a good way of getting themselves into these type of rounds to Eternal Fire. See if they can do it again.
Control V, maybe inform the other mods.
Quick smokes off the rip.
What you just did, I don't think they saw it.
Gap, you can see there's one of those smokes that's landed credit card.
We should have done that
so
immediately.
they've had to throw one out on the fly, but the time delay of this, the initial two are already fading. So Eternal Fire might want to call the bluff on that and think nobody's crossed. That's a lot of resources that had to be done from Navi because of more missed utility.
Which we know the desk was harping on for a good reason. One of the things the analysts wanted to see tightened up between days.
Maybe the reason Madja throws it all. You know, maybe Alexi should do that, guys. If you can't throw the nades, I'll just do it all.
Not what you wanted a professional.
No, not at all.
Just saying, but yeah, for real. That's a nice one. Ricardia has gone down. They anticipated this buy and have handled it so far.
Nice.
Another one knocking towards Trophy. A tag with the scout.
This was a fast buy.
On the F. Did he hit jail as well?
I mean, look at their health. It does still have
Man, wait, 3 of us are 1 HP.
a little bit of a problem with him. His health now, and xantares, ooh, nearly got caught quick switching. This is not the safest of rounds. You maybe want to throw a rifle onto Alexi. He's just got the Mackie, but it doesn't look like xantares is even looking.
Yeah, I guess that unconfirmed damage, they're not certain exactly how low 2 of these 3 members are. So Calyx might hang around and see if he can either do more damage or find himself an upgrade.
Kit available on Calyx.
Likes the look of that.
Is he going for red defuse?
He has a kit.
Oh, he does too.
Oh, he's doing the thing.
Would he really?
Chat, he's doing the thing.
That's true.
Alexi's aware.
Alexi doesn't though. In fact, Alexi's too smart.
He's only on 6.
Oh, if he kills Alexi?
Oh, well, it's damage. It's significant damage. Good kill from
time.
Alex.
He only had 16 points of health. The swan dive into his demise.
Oh
Goodbye, cruel world.
From a mad genius into a madman. He does his own stunts, Calyx. See it. Straight onto the crater. But they removed an awful lot there to Eternal Fire. Does Madja want to call out a force buy again? It doesn't look like it. Calyx will reinvest.
Here we go.
Still some potency.
Yeah,
9 to 5
definitely
on a Monday.
Again, and Navi this time, they might want to be a little bit more careful.
Oh, this early util applies a lot of pressure. You can see xantares' immediate knee-jerk reaction is just to turn tail, get himself...
What the hell? We need a mage on our team.
Thank you for catching that, guys. I appreciate it. It's a part of the story, Chad. It is a part of the story.
So Ancient and Nuke, we can't throw our nades. The problem is we're not seeing who's missing them, so we can't start putting that wanted poster up.
Yeah, but it's not like by joining a different team with a different constellation of players, you suddenly stop knowing your lineups.
But that's this is the thing. I want to know who it is first. I can tell you it was either Bit or Emma who was missing the deep molly that allowed Donk to get picks over on Ancient because those were the mid defenders.
Right.
There was elbow smokes that were missing, which I'm not sure who that was, but most teams have the AWPer do it, so it could be wonderful. Anyway,
We'll come back to it, yeah, because they are going to be testing Calyx and that reinvestment.
Here we go.
And it's still a very deadly mix when the 5-7 hits the first headshot and Woxic, he pairs it up on the second onto Alexi.
Bring it back.
Brilliant work.
2v3.
A 5-7 and
Better one for the 2 Rickies.
They could lose this.
Bro.
That low side, don't forget xantares, he rotated so
This buy
long
was
ago.
ass.
He doesn't have the health.
xantares has Kevlar.
Tripping over their own shoelaces. 25. Trying to be cautious.
Bit somehow.
Oh, worry about xantares. Wonderful needed that frag, and Bit does not have the health for a 1v3.
A plant
Sure,
would
you've
be
got the
nice at this
first.
point.
You can't be faking it out.
Oh no.
No time for this.
Can't be faking it out. He's
Fire!
They can just chase because he has to plan.
Oh, no time.
No time.
Time?
No time.
Time?
No!
Oh,
If
that's
he hit
around
the
the
jumper,
counter
he would have
strike,
had it, no?
I mean, do you take a timeout after that one? Do you just have to run
that was
around
so close.
thinking about how that went wrong?
How are they so good at they
No
get a
jump
lot
would- you
out of
would have
these
had,
type
I
of
think.
buys, don't they, Eternal Fire? Obviously, this is a bait setup in this specific scenario, but we were impressed yesterday. They were doing this to FaZe as well. This isn't just something that has come out of the box. We're going, wow, Eternal Fire, look how good there. You can see.
So close.
Just a moment.
Oh, that's a bit of a tilter for NaVi.
Stressful rounds. Walks against the AWP.
Incredible work from Eternal Fire on these little guns.
Missed again.
And yeah, oh my.
But Alex, how are you going to operate on the T side of Nuke if you can't throw a smoke
Alex
ball?
on the Auge.
I know that Eternal Fire did very lobby-centric stuff, and Furia have in the past as well, but for Alexi B, again, this is where it gets so difficult. So I can't even call standard rounds because we can't land standard utility.
Like right now, that whatever was said as the plan cannot be the plan.
Yeah, and that's a problem because if they're like, oh, no, I know why I missed it. It's all right, I'll throw it next time, and you do it again next time, and then it misses again. Mate, Nard out here has a YouTube channel that you can go and watch for hours on end. You'll never run out of content. Ever.
No, and one of my new favorite pastimes is to have Nart on one screen and be in an offline server on the other. And maybe 20% of it sticks, but that's an extra 20%.
As long as you learn something.
You
Take one smoke away per video.
Yeah. This is abysmal, really. Not going to be fun for the remaining 47 seconds. They've got to think about what they've done. And they invested into this, so, you know, it's peanuts in the bank account, $100 on the high end.
I'm keeping the camera in spawn. I'm looking at who's throwing these.
Yeah, start the investigation. Oh, he's not cleared his corner. That's a nasty death. Ricardia profits. And with 5 alive, SMG's getting frags. They're going to get extra cash for that.
Guys.
And JL's gone too. Wall banged out by xantares. That's through a smoke and a wall into a head. Eternal Fire, they're closing that gap. And if NaVi can't be making these same mistakes now, yeah, and Alexi, you can see from his...
Hey guys, so the smoke wall that we practiced to do basic strategies on Nuke, is there any chance that we can throw this in any of the upcoming rounds that we're going to play for the remainder of this second half so that I can call some strategies?
This is a $1 million championship level tournament, lads. We are representing one of the most known names in competitive Counter-Strike, and maybe even all of esports.
Oh, is he charging his mouse? Did he just plug his mouse in?
Well, it looked a little bit like that.
Did he just plug his mouse in? Did he forget to charge it?
Imagine you use the niko so he can charge his mouse.
No way.
How's it feeling, JL? Yeah, it's moving.
And people aren't bringing bungees anymore.
No.
So...
Have you ever tried playing with your wireless mouse while charging?
No way.
Horrible.
It ain't fun.
Horrible experience. It's fun mini
They're having a timeout now.
Yeah.
It's you've been put in the dunce
No
corner.
way.
And you need to sit and think about what
But
you've done.
he has two mice,
I
no?
want you to stay on
He's
that
not
vent,
using that one.
think
Yes!
about what you've done, and come back with some frags and some smokes.
Now, wonderful. You've been a good boy, but
As
we have to punish everybody at
forgot
once.
to charge
So you
mouse
also
is crazy.
need to hang around
I hope
next
it's a
to
cheat.
JL. Can't leave his side. As this is a mental break.
As a wireless enjoyer,
two
all of you guys.
varieties.
I use wired, so I don't know.
One of the snapped in half.
Is it
the
annoying
other
if you
taking
play
a breath.
while it's
so
charging?
interested just to hear the team comms of this moment.
It's
Yeah.
different, no?
Yeah.
It's like there's some resistance.
All right. Well, we
He's
did see a
charging
red
it during
light.
the eco. We weren't
I
even
am
trolling.
kind of
We
pizza,
weren't-
bro.
It's not even a joke.
No way.
We don't make jokes,
It's
Alex.
really bad.
Serious business. Elimination game.
Oh man.
As Woxic lights up Alexi with the AWP, the MP9 matcher. Oh, it's sharp. 2 huge kills, and he gets away with his life.
Crowd goes mild.
Heading ramp, it's the org of Calyx. It's been waiting for this moment.
Dude,
He's finished the
I
bomb,
told you
and
wired
eight
claps.
for Eternal Fire.
It is getting scary. It is. Where are we at now? That's 2 perfect rounds back to back.
I'm
Wired wins.
I'm making a list.
All right, get your camera. Is your camera in spawn?
I'm writing 4 blade.
Oh,
Okay, just so I can, when I see it, 4
Pass
blade.
it off to him, yeah.
4 blade. Okay, we'll take a look. There's a second.
Bro, how the
Tactical
cameraman caught that
timeout
though,
has
that's
been
crazy.
called from NaVi. That music is Blade, the coach, his opportunity to start talking.
It says here, guys, that throw smokes.
I actually would love to read his notes.
Oh, man.
I would love to just sit there and just read his pages of notes and see what's going on.
I imagine you get really efficient as well at kind of, you know, having
shorthand?
Just having the most succinct way of summarizing the information so you can kind of process it at a glance.
Here we go.
In the heat of the moment.
Important round.
Is JL's mouse? No, it's not. It's back on the dongle.
Oh, really?
Yep, he's back on the dongle. He's had
really?
20 seconds of juice. That's all you need.
Oh, that could be an advert right there.
Let's get ready to
charge it like every
rumble.
fucking break.
Well, I'm checking it out. I'm seeing who's throwing the smokes.
It's blinking red.
I think Alexi's just going to do it. So, Alexi.
You doing twist smoke?
We're watching.
It's twist smoke.
We're watching.
Bro,
Alexi.
he's actually charging between every round, no?
Bit's going to do the
Bit's going to do one as well. Bit is yours, correct. I'm following Bits.
That has to be a joke.
Okay.
Twist smoke landed. Alexi nails it. 10 points to Gryffindor.
2 of the 3. And the third.
There it is.
Red means under 5%.
And now it forces reactions out of the CTs. You can see
that would do something in my head. Like, I would be scared. If a round goes on for 2 minutes.
For him to get across. Oh, no, there isn't.
You can't think clear.
The power of the HE cancels his plans, foiled and sprayed on down. NaVi have lost Imet. Bit with a Molly 4 top hat. Wicardia swings on out, catches Alexi just before the smoke does bloom. One back from Wonderful. Bomb is on JL, and they only really have lobby control. You don't want to go ramp late if Woxic's holding it like this. You're really struggling to get past that. Madge is worried about Yard, understandably. He's doing
Squeaky lurk smoke.
Squeaky lurk.
Just trying to give them an option, or at least he was thinking about it.
Imagine we lose this map to the mouse.
But I think that would just allow the
second map, third map, no problem, right? You just charge between the maps.
And
now he
now
realized.
they can just try and aim map out. So this is the best option that they have available. Steps are heard. They have to play ahead of this.
Let's keep an eye on JL. He's at 8 kills right now. Let's keep that in mind, alright?
Meaty nade.
Yeah, JL should be dead. And there's double spray from xantares has won them that round. Not far off on the wall band. Wonderful. He's going to get run down. Madge has got the perfect weapon for the job. And even closing that gap from behind is Woxic. 9 HP. We'll have heard the ascent.
Still at 8 kills, bro. Bro, we just started.
7 seconds. We've already had Magic go down after time for $0. Well,
oh dear.
Wonderful. Might not be long for this world. Woxic's the only one that can get close. Obviously risking the AWP just around the corner. And Woxic removes Wonderful's AK. That's $700 left over for poor young gun Wonderful.
Oh, that's so well played. The fact that you have to walk, right? You don't want to be running, giving him the sound cue for the pre-aim. No bomb to mask your steps, and he just catches it.
And this is on a timer, obviously, right? Emma trying to get across, but now this disbursement of smokes. Maybe that's one of the reasons that you don't see too many deep smokes anymore, and this is it. Blink.
I think he just thought he got away with it. Oh.
And you lose everything. Whoa, that's a frame, isn't it?
What?
Well, down to a save, a NaVi. Eternal Fire should be able to take
Wonderful
the lead.
at $100
this
bucks.
Standard and most old school smoke wall seems like it would make the most sense now. It's the shortest distance.
NaVi, not like this.
Yeah. With the disbursement, maybe get you across a little bit quicker.
Double incendiary.
And you shall not pass.
We can win with pistols. We won with 2 AKs, rifles, and pistols before.
I just think the key for this is Eternal Fire's proficiency with the lower buy rounds and pulling those off. Again, we returned to the FaZe game yesterday where we saw a bunch of times as well, and that's what kept them in a lot of scenarios. And that's started the fire of this second half. They lost the pistol. They had lost both pistols in this series. They then lost the force buy, but saved it Galil. Calyx had an awful lot of damage. He upgraded again. They had a 5-7. They had the save Galil, and then now since, they're going to be looking at 5 consecutive rounds after these final 2 kills.
Wonderful would love a plant.
Wouldn't he just? I should be all right with the max loss.
Yeah, but next $800. Not to be snuffed at.
How would a round feel?
Impossible, I would suggest. Oh, look at their health. Wow, if Image just hits like a drive-by spam onto 2 of them, you would have a round in front of you. xantares has saved Eternal Fire there.
Yeah, if Image only knows how close he was.
Oh, wow, that really, really could have spiraled. It was just Calyx left, didn't have a smoke. Could have been very difficult in order to get that diffused through if Image was playing his cards right.
Guys, we need this round right now.
But, yeah,
Wonderful,
we
no
are
RVP,
back into the guns. Wonderful's going to be able to buy himself one.
You just keep going with this standard approach that from NaVi. Obviously, you flubbed a few. The previous
full
more unlucky and well handled from Eternal Fire. Once again, we'll be on
from
Snoko vision. Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
Like this sequence from Eternal Fire, how many has it been now? 5? Yeah, 5 on the drop.
All right, Bits throwing a smoke. I can catch you through the second.
Yeah.
Oh, it's landed. It's landed. It's perfect.
Emma, is he anticipating this angle from zywoo?
Oh,
he does clear it. Great awareness and a good headshot. An opening kill for NaVi.
Thank you.
At the business end of Nuke here, this Eternal Fire's pick. Now they're operating at a disadvantage. Down the vents is Wicardia, acknowledging the necessity for a rotation to the low site.
That does just leave Madra on the top side, because at the moment there's rotations. Calyx has dropped down towards B to help as well. Woxic has now taken the AWP over towards ramp. Madra trying to puff up his chest and seem bigger than he is as usual. Teams in towards the top side. Rotation, remember, very far away.
But you know xantares is dead. You know that Im is across. This pop onto top, JL just has to find Madra.
Needs at least 2, you'd think.
And with
No way.
With that.
Nice bit.
Somehow
2v3.
it looks great for Eternal Fire. This is awkward, but bit dead as well to Madra. Holds on. There's his 3 in his solo defense of the top site. Now they're in lobby. What's Emma supposed to do? He's got a rock and a hard play situation, and Woxic will close. Eternal Fire touching distance now.
Oh, the coach loves that, and I think that heads-up play from Wicardia just to go dry, that's insane. He just comes on the vent
even a plant.
Absolutely dry as they're entering it towards the top side and causes the chaos that alleviates a little bit of pressure off the in-game leader. So this is Alexi throwing nades. Wicardia catches him at the perfect timing. Madra from the back of the site able to deliver some absolute bangers. I said he needed at least 2, and xantares loves what he's seeing.
Something we've seen repeatedly from Wicardia's gameplay is his affinity for that instinctual push, where he catches these timings.
AK, Skalils, Deagle are wonderful.
And he's willing to put his body on the line, right? He's not going to bait. He knows when he needs to take that type of a risk. And it is a risk going up the
Thank you, Emma.
That's a big one.
Yeah, man just thought he could get away with just throwing out the HE, trying to set up his boys outside. And instead, it's resulted in another casualty
so
Eternal
lucky.
Fire. Didn't have an effect in the last one. They converted thanks to Madra and Wicardia.
This time there's 2 across.
Alexi.
Well, he's willing to take that fight. Wicardia's holding him, confirms Alexi B's presence.
Problem is, how do you get the bomb across? Wonderful is at the back of this, the tail of the outside pack. Really got flashes to do so. Literally no mollies or smokes available. Fortunately, xantares has dropped back because this lower pressure is a possibility. xantares very late to this. Needs to be cautious of everything.
Imer, he's really warming into things now. This is high impact double from Imer and for NaVi.
Well, that's how you get across. Force the rotation.
Yes.
Completely take their eyes off of outside, but if they return to A, Wicardia, he's in main. Calyx is on hard.
2 defenders there.
Are they really doing?
38.
Are you overthinking? They're walking into Wicardia.
Come on. 1 for 1. Oh!
Shot out of Wonderful. Spray gets away from Wicardia. Top side is theirs. And it's just Woxic's AWP.
Game is on.
That could have really gotten out of control, couldn't it? So some
Trying to
fortunate
fire
shooting,
does have
good
money.
stuff to right the ship, and it was just Woxic to try and retain this AWP.
But these are the kind of rounds we expected from NaVi in the sense that, oh, it hasn't gone perfectly, but their individuals have bailed them out. You know, Imer has found 2 incredibly high-impact solo frags, and then this one there where Wonderful hits a cracking deagle shot to get them into that top site.
But you just highlighted it, right? So it's 2 rounds in a row where they've been able to find the opening picks. This time round, they capitalize on it. So yeah, Madra taking a risk to try and throw that nade out, gets caught, and this is great from Imer, right? He's down there with a lot of space. He has a very big job to do to try and relay information and win that type of a fight, and the rest of them can explode as a unit. They'll take the round to reach double digits. Scoreline now 11-10. And there's enough money for a buy on the Eternal Fire side, indeed, because of that streak of rounds. It was 6 in total before they've been stopped. So NaVi put up a bit of a dam, and how long can they keep Eternal Fire at bay? It's going to be the second tactical timeout. Faber on the mic. Wicardia has received a drop. The purchases are coming through, and as mentioned, it will be great guns for everybody. Oh, we might even see a double AWP setup. I've just seen Woxic toss his across to Madra and invest it to one of his own. This is one way to chop and change on the CT side.
And even at this level, Chad, I imagine it's not something that
double
you
AWP
think
on
about in the
nuke.
sense of, hey lads, just be aware, they've got a load of cash, they could be double AWPing. Is that something that's coming out of anyone's mouth?
Is that allowed?
Really?
I think it's going to be the immediate response to a round that you've won in that fashion. And I wonder, because we saw Madra anchoring down towards the top side in the previous with the rifle. We just saw him die over towards heaven. So where are they going to use it? I imagine Woxic will still be the yard AWPer. Will Madra now post up towards ramp?
Here we go.
Yes, he will.
Running on us. You heard them?
All to play for. EMS starting a campaign once again towards the yard position. Molly's that deep potential push from xantares on yard.
Come on.
Dark Smoke has Ricardi's defenses up, and it's time for Madge's Orb to perhaps
Oh, shizzle.
draw an open
Please
kill.
miss. Please miss.
Have a chance.
Please.
Multiple bodies just on the other side.
Wonderful wide swing it, or do they set it up with Bit first? Flash and go.
Come on, come on.
Madge, nice.
Oh!
Oh, avoids the flash. but
Utility, use
they avoid
utility.
his bullets. Now it's really not comfortable for Madge.
Oh, he fakes his
Trying to
position.
retreat. Throws out a bait. Throws out a nade.
Look how
Bit
worried we
gets
are.
low. xantares is there in support. Lexi hears this rotation, faking sound cues. xantares hoping to find an opening kill all the same.
Boxy, the open hut. I'm not sure they'll be ready for this.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
returning after your trophy campaign, it could end
That's
badly.
a perma
very good
flash.
Flash onto JL, but no push on it. 45. Uncomfortable now for NaVi with 5 CTs still standing. Wonderful just trying to contain the lobby push.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh!
What a shot from Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Would have a chance to react as JL
Yes,
wide,
Wonderful,
and they trade
thank
off
you.
nicely into the top site, and it looks
25
like NaVi's done
seconds.
enough
Should be
for
gen
11.
time.
Yeah, beautiful clear. Wonderful. That is massive work from him. Removes the head and removes
Bro,
the threat.
Ima and
Now
Wonderful
also
have
swinging
been
towards
really
Squeaky, so aware of the response from Eternal Fire. We
saving
tie things
these
up
past
11,
rounds.
11. Now it's about the hunt. That was a costly investment to go for double orbs. So they're already starting to investigate
Thank
over towards
God.
main. Bit up in the heavens. Or was. So he might be able to get the jump on this in CT spawn if he continues to creep and crawl forward. xantares is already tucked in deep. It looks like he's searching elsewhere. I know that Madge over towards ramp, dropped down towards the lower side, so maybe he's gotten off to secret. That's not the case at all. So they're looking in all the wrong places in NaVi. But late in this one, another close affair.
It's important they saved that AWP. Of course, such a heavy investment into this one for Eternal Fire. Madge brings it through.
Bro, Jail's most about to die.
Look at that, the double molly's
If this goes OT,
sink.
he
And
will
this is the
forget.
shot from Wonderful. I mean, he really,
And I swear it will fuck up
you're
around.
probably expecting someone there, but not an AWP. The fact that Woxy was just caught so unawares by the speed
below
and
5%.
precision
It's
of that
blinking.
frag. Wonderful's done a lot for NaVi, and it's forced a timeout.
Yeah, but that discussion they want to have, right? So Magic carries the orb through. Woxy could buy another if they want to go double orbs again, or he could just throw
Last
the orb
time
back
out.
to Woxy. Woxy can give him an M4, and they can just go with a bit more of a standard round. Having a look right now, it does look like that might exactly be the case. So Madra, is he going to ask for an M4, or is he going to buy an SMG, save money for Woxy into the next? It looks like he'll be asking for that M4. Alexi B has got himself a Mac 10, and he has more than enough money for a buy. Just having a look at his spawn right now in the pack and towards the front. So is he going to try and cause a little bit of chaos here as a knockout blow to secure 12 for NaVi? We're about to find out. Do they want to do a quick smoke wall? He goes quickly
Here
across the
we
secret. Do they want to
go.
blow open Squeaky, or does he want to run out hut? Well, those are the questions that need to be answered as we head into a very important round. Lost bonus for both teams, 2,400 going into the next and last.
I'm very intrigued to see what this Mac 10's got in store for
Yeah,
us.
he's going yard, so does he want to try and cross
Mac
secret
10
quickly?
Alexi B. Could have bought an AK. Let's see it.
Ah, nothing fast. They've just been stalled out towards
hell?
the yard position by an aggressive molly. The smoke wall missed.
Missed again. Blade is pissed if he sees
I
that.
mean, just as you highlight, this is a very important round, and a missed smoke wall might limit your
Like,
options,
how do
or
we
at
miss
least give
that,
your
bro?
info
Put the
away
lineup on the
early.
fucking
Woxing's
notes or
investigating
something, you know?
towards the yard position, going secret off spawn. Cardi attack CT vent. Madge is actually on top of the silos on site.
Woxy knows nobody's cross secret. It's good information, but he's currently out of the play.
The timing of this.
Here we go.
They're ahead of it though. JL charges through. He has slipped the net. Not can't adjust. Madge. They're not clearing that. A double kill on top of the bot site.
Oh no.
Lima needs to reload. xantares swings and takes down his
no.
Wonderful, and it's not looking
Oh,
good for
no.
NaVi as Eternal Fire set to convert in the last round of regulation.
Okay, well, look, if you're not going to be able to force any of those rotations, then the top side is going to stay extremely fortified. And if you're going to keep missing the smoke walls, then that's one way
Huh?
that the information will continue to flow for the CTs. And they didn't actually press anybody outside to see if it landed properly or not.
I would pay so much to
Blade.
hear what he's saying right
Seems
now.
like he's having
Blade,
a
50
one-on-one
bucks,
with
tell me what
Emma
you're
here.
saying, please.
Definitely a message that he needs to get across, and quickly, because that timeout coming to its conclusion. And they need to take this to overtime if NaVi want to try and snatch away the map. Not going to be done easy, but they were just shut down. No dramas for the Turkish side. Eternal Fire one step ahead, and everybody lighting up the scoreboard. That one feels good.
It's contagious. They're having a good time. Can NaVi force overtime?
This is it.
Big round ahead of us. JL.
Come on.
Early
We did another Immer entry.
JL. Bringing the fight straight to them. JL deleted, and he's not stopping there.
Oh man, what is this? They're inside of lobby. This is disgusting. Are they the T's?
NaVi.
Oh.
Eternal Fire's mapping, getting shot from the T roof at 1 minute 30. That's one hell of a call. One hell of a play. Look where Calix is right now. He is a CT.
We are so clueless.
Oh dear.
What is this
Alexi
round?
Clears him out. I couldn't quite believe the aggression they just threw into the mix.
I think NaVi are very lucky that Bit went for an all-in play as well. He dropped straight on towards main and jumped around towards the heaven position. He actually got a one-on-one against woxic. woxic wasn't ready for that at all, so Bit's actually bought them a lot of space and caused issues for Eternal Fire. Because if NaVi were just very heavy in lobby and didn't take any space in yard at all, they'd be screwed right now. So I like the tenacity of Eternal Fire to go for such a play to get themselves to 13. It set them up in a 3-on-3, and then
close.
Bit at range, chip down.
I love that kill. Makes it awkward now.
Dodges the nade.
Low, and they have that info.
Essentially all over towards this hell and heaven position. So if the bomb starts to, just doubting for a moment, is xantares.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely get a lot of info from this heaven position.
30
if
seconds.
Trying to cross, he's been spotted out. He gets across. They're going to try and take this bomb down lower.
Vicardia's there on B.
Jeepers.
Can get to clock in time.
Single door. I guess they're going to throw out a smoke and try and go backside. He should know the pathing here.
This is Vicardia's chance to secure the map for Eternal Fire, and it's a perfect headshot. Takes down Imet. Just bitten Alexi, trying to get that bomb down now. I think he just stopped it. Alexi at least gets away with that. Bomb is planted. Down to a crisp, to a cinder. There's nothing left for NaVi here.
1v3.
Fake. In the clutch. He's fortunate.
Don't run. Fake. Oh man.
Busted though, comes on in. The first is only finds, and Eternal Fire will take nuke.
13-11.
It's their map pick. Every round of regulation, you can see that that's
Latest
Blade on the verge of elimination
stressed,
now.
I should say. The most annoying scoreline. Guys, this is an elimination game. I am nervous.
Juice in the third
I am scared.
just yesterday, but with a
I am frightened.
Advantage.
And I'm bricked
on NaVi.
for this map number 2.
NaVi, this was where the third map against
I hope the mouse is
down,
charged.
and they're actually able to stretch their legs.
And I hope you're ready
good individual form. Apparently,
to shoot
Reddit
some head.
said something we missed, Alex, during that card yesterday.
Yeah.
Emma changed knife.
Oh,
so that's why he started performing on Mirage. Now,
Wichtig.
to what knife, of what wear, of what style, I don't know.
Talk about it.
Apparently, the knife changed for Emma.
Well, like the Roy
Skins
approach,
are
where
key.
you take it away. You're not allowed to have a nice knife if you have a bad game.
You're punishing yourself. The aesthetics, they don't exist. So we have
Chat.
Eternal Fire.
This is
Defense. NaVi on the attack, and, well, the util count. Let's have a look. NaVi, 2 smokes, a bunch of flashes, a P250 for Emma.
NaVi.
And this one quite direct over towards
Dude,
the B
I do
bomb
not
side.
feel
Vicardi
comfortable on
tucking
this
in,
map.
Playing anti.
Eternal Fire.
To take contact and Magic to release
They grind face it so much.
Grenade
Here we
any
go.
moment.
Lock in.
Scrutiny early, and just like that, 3 frags are on the
Hey,
plate. They
all
take
pistols.
All 3. NaVi
We're so easy for
opened
us.
up this pistol round.
All 3 of them.
convincingly.
Yeah, that seemed too easy, didn't it? Just a smoke over towards short, one towards the market window, a couple of flashes, and in you go, even with that 3-man stack from Eternal Fire. xantares is still going to have a look.
No shame in having a look. However, everything is covered off. And just getting away with your Kevlar intact is something.
Forced by win for
especially
Eternal Fire.
considering, as we know,
That's
and
how it
learn
went
from
every
yourself
time.
and Alexi, they do like a second round bite. He gets himself an extra.
Let's win the
$300.
follow-up
Well,
for
for
once.
NaVi, this might seem like the toughest round, right? That was their undoing over there on Nuke. The fact that Eternal Fire with a saved Galil, a repurchased MP9, and a couple of light pistol upgrades were able to make magic happen.
We're gonna start default now. Use it. You need to check A.
Ooh, I was interested.
Oh, every time. I just, you know?
Like, it's funny because we just both shut up as soon as we're allowed to listen.
All I want to do is listen to the players. Any insight we get to the comms, and also like the smack talk with Nerds before going up against Vitality, that was great. And I'd love to hear these little tidbits. As long as it's not nice. As long as we get, you know, a little bit of
I love Smash Machine. They know, bro. Other casters, they yap over it, bro.
He's going to get himself a fan mask by virtue of the save Kev.
Boss.
So window smoke,
guys, last chance on the prediction, by the way.
Flashes over mid. They're going to get wonderful out to the top mid box. As Alexi with a boatload of util as Madja mounts up and takes some B space. Bit. Tough moving.
Bit.
He's getting pushed.
Yeah, man.
Frag delivered to him. He takes down Madja's forward position, and he can also report back that he had a buy. MP9 taken out of the equation early.
All right, well, starting with this default, the gap has been created as Alexi's called them back into what is looking like a
bomb towards B
finish. The timing is everything, as that's also allowed Eternal Fire to rotate over as well. They'll have 3 players over towards B to defend. They'll have the flank of
quick
Woxic.
flank
He might
already.
even catch Alexi.
You've smoked them off.
Perfectly delayed.
Allows you
got
to play a
time,
forward
it's okay.
position.
Do they reroute?
You've got time. Woxic's even flanking this mid player. They're going to wait out the smoke. And, oh wait, if Emma searches A.
But then Woxic can still cause chaos.
Yeah, if you try and pivot back.
Alexi B,
chance
you
now.
are dead,
He needs
man.
to strike. He's got Alexi B in his sights. Getting away from him now. Oh, and a jumping Alexi. Still controls the spray, but allows him there to trade.
4v2 should be easy.
Torres, Famas, worse for where Calix
both on side. We're not going to expect them.
Headshot does take the first.
1v2 for Calix.
Second,
bang!
Asking too much of him. Navi, they've gotten past one of the scariest rounds of the game.
Yeah, still very shaky and scary. I think Alexi got that kill from short up onto the balcony, right? That was at range with the Mac-10. Madja falling early, causing issues for Eternal Fire. Likely just to see them go for a couple of pistol upgrades, and that's exactly what's on the agenda. So Navi, maybe just another default
pick me
approach.
rush. You can see a top left bump.
So this time you will be up against purely pistols. A little bit braver out mid this time. No scout to worry about.
JL.
Util coming your way, and JL deals with the apartments lead. Woxic goes looking again. Last round pushed A ramp, this round through apartments. This round nothing to his name. Lost bonus of 2,900
One fast
into
map,
the
you can
next
see it in the
innings,
middle,
so we
Bob.
should see the Woxic AWP Grace House screens for the first gun round.
The yellow
Again,
dot.
just avoid the casualties, Alex, if you're Navi. Make sure that you don't have to rebuy everything next.
Who's
You
playing?
carry
You
these
can see it
Galils
top
through.
middle
Make
as
sure you
well.
don't lose that Emma AK and an A execute.
That seems to be the plan.
And the classic?
Nothing for it.
First to how much?
Pending A assault.
Oh man, how many to win? Bro, I see that every day.
Calix would have an opportunity, but he missed that first Eagle bullet, and well, you can see what happens from behind now. Bit comes out from the underpass. Gets humble, but they'll happily sacrifice
elimination?
single man 10 if they can hold on to their rifles. Him has lost his AK, and those nades will ensure it's retrieved. Ooh, will it be retrieved? There we go. Yeah, Wonderful did grab it. Got worried for a second in the flames, but there we have 3-0 start for Navi.
Bit could drop right now in AWP for Wonderful, if that's how Alexi wants to operate forward. So it's going to be key to see what the call is.
What the fuck is
Going
that?
across, it looks like it will just be very rifle-centric for Navi, whereas Woxic, as mentioned, will have his AWP. 2 quick smokes out of spawn.
Here we go.
Window and Cat again. So just the combo to help them get this top mid control. Woxic lines it up, lobs it out, and will deny the top box control for now.
If 13-0, $1,000 giveaway. You know the rules.
Ooh, that nade had his name on it, but he gets away relatively unscathed. Still susceptible now to those M4 bullets to the head.
Felt like he saw it coming for ages, didn't it? Brave from Wakadia. He's still just jiggling out mid, so seeing that Navi haven't actually grabbed any control. So if they think their opening gambit has brought some respect, it definitely hasn't.
Yeah, they're looking for answers all over the shop.
Yeah, and well, the bomb currently back over towards A on Wonderful. Well, the push is still going. How far do you go?
Eternal Fire loves to push. Are we aware?
Spawn. He definitely heard that.
Emme? Gun out.
Surely
Bang!
Yeah, this angle completely caught unawares, so a massive find from xantares.
I feel like you're in a box right now if you're Navi.
Full boxed.
And you're going to start feeling like you have to go forward. Going back, no longer an option. Woxic set for success, and he nails his shot onto Bit. He will go down. Wonderful fighting back. Calix. Around this smoke, he dropped for survival. Use it to delay, and yeah, there's a lot of other bullets.
Oh man, it is sloppy.
Towards NaVi, a lovely find from Eternal Fire, striking in unison.
Mentioned the giveaway, immediately crushed. That's
just,
how I love it.
Calling the bluff on the mid control, taking the space back, getting the early information, and continuing to push with it. xantares, this is the opener. Heard that step of Imma, a little bit clumsy.
Well played, Ence. Congrats on making it to the Spodek. Could have been you.
AWP for Woxic.
Put you played JKS. What? Could have been you. Put you played JKS. Shut the fuck up. I don't even get it. I don't even get it. They're talking Counter-Strike. I don't know the language.
For Imma. The rest have rifles. Will they be stunted here? That was a gap for Woxic to work with for a moment.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of teams exploiting that gap, pre-aiming.
Is he defending Nexa?
Default smoke does leave one towards that side. Top left of window.
Yeah? He knows.
He's just going to keep jiggling it out, checking no crawls through the underpass.
They have to know it's possible someone crossed.
Yeah, Bacardi's just counting on being able to get the info safely. Now, more nades could have Alexi B's name on it. They re-smoke window. Still got 60 seconds. You've parked Bit in B apps. You've moved JL away from A. And Bacardia, actually gets awkward for him. He has to back away. With Imma finding that frag onto Woxic. Gets a bit scary for Bacardia.
Nice, wonderful.
Nails his shot, and just like
bomb
that,
is free.
B is free. Bit even winning his duel on the Bianca, so we can call this 1-4.
That happened very quickly, and it felt like Eternal Fire must have known that mid was somewhat susceptible, especially off the jiggle. Calix finds Imma, sure, but it should be the save. Already on the hunt is JL. By smoke for now, and just as it fades, xantares. It's a dink for his troubles, but does get the kill. And NaVi responds, so it was slightly compromised, but it was the biggest of Imma's deagle that was the one that opened up the round onto the AWP of Woxic as well. That must have been quite the shot.
Yeah, we might get to see that one in the replay. It seemed like unbelievable initially. When you saw it on the X-ray that this deagle was going to try and fight his way.
How old are you?
It didn't look like it favored
him. You are
him.
very weird chatter, not gonna lie.
And it does lead to that house of cards just tumbling down. Calix, he holds on. He's done a lot there on the exit. Might even manage to recover that AWP.
Where to go?
I think it's lost.
Got blown away by the bomb.
19?
Oh, that's terrible timing.
That's going to be costly. I don't think they can afford one.
Are they? Oh, xantares.
It was a banger.
Why do you have an NFT profile picture?
Steps into that. Removes the big green. And they have been able to facilitate one to the hands of Woxic. xantares had enough money to do so, but he's very light on with the util. Yeah, so he only has a smoke. All right, Eternal Fire, you're 3 rounds in the hole right now.
Here we go.
You essentially get a free crack here at Mirage. It was Anubis we were discussing as the 3rd and final of this series. NaVi were on a 5-map winning streak on it yesterday.
Maybe they've addressed some of the shortcomings overnight.
That B bomb site felt somewhat weak.
Yeah, well, I think multiple teams have been struggling.
Guys, how can I find what Tudor has been saying?
The threat of this kind of moving accuracy on the sidearms.
This chat is random today.
The ease of which you can just kind of creep bodies into the B side. We'll talk about it more when we get there. Because right now we are into Mirage, and it does look like a good old-fashioned exec. Torres tries to destabilize them early with some bullets down range, but it's a bit low on notice. JL needed to win that duel. Calix is looking sharp today. And combined with Bacardia, they've managed to make it a 4 versus 3. That's another dink. Wonderful, operating on just 16.
Come on.
Sure, it's a 3-on-3.
Are they going for this? They have to.
Would have loved some lethality. Would have loved a plan. Alexi B. Those smokes are up. Now is his chance. But worried about a potential push. He's got Imma housekeeping that.
Fuck, I'm nervous. Chat, does Major have a Major? I need to know.
Either. Still no plant.
30 seconds.
Go. Spam comes through from multiple fronts, but
does manage to get the code
punch on the reload. Matches a dead man. Good awareness from Imma. Coming in, that double CT hold. They know it's a bit of a dark spot for them. They don't have that control. Pre-aiming to Alexi. Good shot first on the Galil.
Let's go, bro. Let's
go, now maintaining that AWP becomes xantares' priority as this gap, this hole, as you described it, gets bigger.
I'd lose this as well. Emma's already starting to cut him off at the pass.
5-1.
Already tracking.
And guys,
hold to see if
this is NaVi's map pick. Wichtiger Exit.
A very impactful round there.
Eternal Fire starts on the more comfortable side.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. I think the fact that he pushed through the smoke, hearing all those bullets being unloaded from Maj there, just hoping he could deny the plan, essentially gave up his life by doing so. So great work, because the opening exchanges did fall in the favor of Eternal Fire. Both Calyx and Wakadia won their initial fights, but then isolated. The smokes, the executor was doing the job it was destined for.
Good play, Wakadia. Love from the blind community, bro. That joke is crazy.
They're likely up against the pistols here. 4 Deagles and a 5-7 for Woxic.
I can't believe it.
They've gone for full mid control.
Oh, Wakadia, he had an idea.
So funny.
Just mistimed it a little.
I thought this is where you're essentially allowing your players to play.
It's like a free day.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's having fun with his free time. Takes down JL on the dig. Wow, Imez just tapping away. Wasn't expecting Madger. A little late to react onto that one. Knows he's trapped towards the site. Pressure applied by Imez. This is another round which we can start giving him credit for. He's even nearly taken down xantares as well towards the kitchen. The bomb, they're in no hurry. They're taking the space. They're nading on the face. xantares gone.
Yeah, looking very confident. And that's one of the things that I feel has been lacking from him at some of these rounds. And maybe that's because the utility that's meant to be thrown to be able to facilitate the fights for him hasn't quite been there. But it is a bit of an eco bash. You'll still take him. And necessary shots, especially after Wakadia opened up the account with a nice deagle shot of his own.
Yeah, and not falling into that trap of kind of playing scared
10 kills. It's one of those days, boys.
We talk about like dictating the tone as Woxic just looks away and back again. They're going to thrust into him. They're actually going to molly. It'll be quite interesting now.
Yeah, man.
Decent amount of damage. They need to get away from this bomb.
Oh, no.
Molly's working against them. Should be fine.
Nobody dies, right?
Got a bit stressful for them for a minute.
But we talk about confidence and we talk about a team like dictating the tone of a game.
Right.
These things need to go hand in hand. But you need to be looking for fights that you want to take, right? And that's especially so when you have an AWPer, right? If your AWPer is like, I've got this spawn, I want to go for this duel, and you can set them up to do so, and then they find that opening, that's great. The whole game plan obviously can't be based around that. But if you're an in-game leader and your AWPer is taking initiative, that's really good. Same with the riflers, your space takers.
Nice, we're having fun.
And then otherwise, you can just use them like chess pieces and hope that you can play with the... Is it just me that keeps happening?
No, that happens to me too.
Okay.
I just assume that no one else can hear.
Double RVP setup on Eternal Fire.
It must be the
it's getting desperate.
Yeah, it's bizarre. We just kind of can't hear each other for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't happening until they moved the setup downstairs, was it?
It was.
Oh,
it was for me.
You see they fixed your monitor.
Yeah, it's looking
You know what
great.
they used? They took the duct tape off and they used some cable ties.
It's quite the contraption, actually.
Yeah, it's a mutant.
It works.
Here we go.
And we are... Oh, they've hit the panic button, Chad.
Yes. They got a little bit stressed on Nuke with the double off as well, didn't they? Madja. Only 1 kill to his name.
That's xantares, though,
What?
just charging up mid. Sometimes he just takes these rounds into his own hands.
Who does that?
Had the spawn, takes initiative, and takes the head off of Alexi B.
Mods.
However, this Ime push. Oh, catches xantares completely unawares. He's got confidence back. He's making his moves, and he hasn't stopped. He's continued to push.
Nuke the kiddies.
The issue. Calyx jump spotting. Madja onto JL. The ult revealed. A lot of pressure applied. He's got 3 players looking his way, and it's just Madja here. If Wonderful can find him, oh, the opportunity. That would have been round-defining. Instead, though, a missed shot.
Bit could get... Oh, if Bit had the bomb, they could have tried to apply some pressure towards B.
What is Booty doing?
Much tougher task.
Booty is manually banning everyone for different amounts of times.
Fire
what are you doing?
Loud about it.
That is not a nuke.
Knows this is a possibility. It's all going to come down to the timing of when Emma wants to initiate.
Wakadia silent. If he makes a sound cue, he's a dead man. Yeah, perfect. Well managed from Wakadia.
And now rotating over towards B, so they're ahead of this 40 seconds. Navi have to go for the finish. And Madja is going to hit one with a flick of the wrist.
Yeah, rolling back the years. Madja the sniper.
And Wonderful the saver. 28 seconds, wants to hold on to his investment. Quite stop-start this half, right? The fights happen, we pause for a moment, some space taken. Another flurry of kills. And Eternal Fire will be getting their second on the board through the double orbs. But that will be known by Alexi, right? He'll know, okay, they have a double orb set up. Do we want to try something a little bit faster, more poppy? But we've retained an AWP, so maybe we don't want to go in that fashion right now. Do we want to send Wonderful out to try and find a pick heads up against Woxic or the likes of Madja? Well, they will have enough money to get themselves a buy. That won't be a problem.
I guess you would feel quite motivated if you're Wonderful that you could probably beat Madja in a head-to-head if you're do manage to find
Coach
it.
looks happy.
Precisely. So, you know, we don't see too many head-to-head AWP duels, but this is one that you should feel quite confident to take. Magic with 2 big kills in this round.
Yeah, maybe not if he keeps hitting shots like that, but that's a big one for Eternal Fire. Trying to stabilize in this half, and a convincing one with 4 bodies still up.
Here we go. They still got the 2 RVPs.
Let's see what the go is.
No insta window. The smoke coming out of spawn late, so it's like time delay on this one.
He's
Doing
just
it again.
going again.
He's doing it again.
The amount of space. He's already across. Oh, Wonderful's caught a whiff. He already knows. And that should be communicated to NaVi. They can work around that.
Wonderful.
Interested in the
Wonderful.
duel, takes down xantares. That's an opening from NaVi's orb.
Oh, look at the rotation. Just everyone's heading straight to A. Straight to A.
Yeah, and you can see JL even has the bomb in that direction right now. So this could be quite a gamble, quite an effective one if Imer doesn't cause chaos. With once again another Imer push past the line of sight. All these backs are turned. Ricardio not actively searching the jungle. Now Calix taking fights towards the ramp. JL will win his duel. Magic distracted. Wonderful. Hits it. Nails it. All the way from Catwalk. They're not going to let you go unchecked there, Ricardio. He hoped and prayed they'd be peeking him unawares, and instead it's going to be 5 alive for NaVi.
Oh, he's going to get away. Wonderful's here. Catch him on the cross. Wonderful.
Damn.
Removes everything from Eternal Fire.
Flawless.
Clean sweep and frustrations.
And there it is. That is not csgo.
This one is getting away from them quite quickly. Being absolutely outclassed on Mirage so far.
They need to lock in, bro. This is elimination.
And xantares, sure he was able to get to the top mid box, but the fact that Wonderful had caught him.
Wait, EF1 map number 1, I forgot.
It was more
Oh,
than willing to
shizzle.
take. Great impact from Wonderful with 3 kills within this round. 2 important ones, and the third removes that AWP threat.
Bro, we're owning them so hard, it felt like
Eternal
we
Fire
won
have
map
enough for
number
another
1.
buy.
Now, after some time.
Ooh, Leopard.
Yeah. A well-managed spray puts Alexi on notice. 50 HP for him to work with. Wow, he does this. He did the same back, I was going to say, but it's xantares that will use that HE as a bit of a cue to put a couple more down range. Finishes him off.
Well, with the number advantage, you have to confirm this one Eternal Fire. Rounds are hard to come by.
Yeah, it's a really solid opportunity gifted to you by xantares. Resmoke window from Imer. Ricardi is currently like maneuvering back towards kitchen, I suppose, ready to react if xantares hears or sees too much.
They're allowing the window boost, so I'm going to be cautious of that. Not playing for info at the moment either, so
Imer
has a chance, and xantares steps out. A great round from xantares.
You might even have another one as I say that. He actually
1 for 1,
away.
great timing.
I think he was just trying to make sure he was on the right angle, but timing favors a bit on this one. So
how does JL still have that AK? The owner is selling it
this time on B. Wonderful did go looking, went searching.
I saw a post.
Bit next victim, it's Ricardio on the rotate and just JL up the ramp. He knows he's in trouble. However, with 2 make it 3. Quick kills out
This
of
would be a
JL.
4K.
He has miraculously
JL.
made this round doable. The smoke's perfect as well, but the bomb is not with him. 20
5
seconds.
bullets, is he aware?
Woxic in the duel.
He's stomping, why not reload?
Possible clutch for JL. Maybe he can get away, maybe he can get to B, or instead he went straight into the orb. So close to beautiful. And yeah, that really got a little too scary. A timeout just to think about that.
And Woxic closing the round. We saw him against FaZe yesterday.
Nice try, King.
This time a very important one to do so. It's a great job from Woxic here because xantares felt like he did an awful lot of work. This is the kill that Woxic was able to make, just transitioning. Wonderful wasn't ready for that type of a peak with this JL triple. What a beautiful sequence.
Lol.
Couldn't make good. The time was a problem.
Ooh.
And yeah, xantares could probably cool those frustrations.
JL is borrowing right now like a $20,000 AK. Stat track factional reverse scar. Owner is banned for gambling. Bro,
Yeah, I mean,
plus 30K.
It's gonna feel bad, but it could lead to a little bit of an easier time here in this round.
He's probably going to make an alt account or something. And ask for that.
Fantastic. No one wants to
That
be
is
crazy
crazy,
out
though.
FAMAS in round 11 of the game.
No, and this is the thing. Eternal Fire, they obviously have
not
to
aware.
shove all in and get the best they can, but already feeling, you know, outmaneuvered across the map. It's very pitter-pattery, isn't it? It's like a dripping tap at the moment with the way these fights are coming in. There's no big explosions.
Yeah, and a significant lack of utility.
3B.
Oh, with xantares thinks better of sticking around. Woxic, active. Already holding a powerful line in the B apartments. Frees up the riflers to work their magic elsewhere. Jumped across. Woxic will report. Ricardia Could be the first man tested in this round. It's not an easy duel. He actually tried to turn the nade. Still gets one. I think that's admirable, considering 3 were coming for him. xantares, some audio cues, and a rotation required. Maja slips to B, ahead of the push. Wonderful boosted up. There is that Woxic.
Where can I see the matches? Exclamation mark bracket.
Bit just parks the bus in the apartments of Lexi B. He's actually maneuvering the bomb elsewhere.
It's not really a gap, is it? Not with
4 on 4, 50 seconds. Nice, no sound made.
Okay, the game plan's been made, but this is xantares' angle. It's
wow, Alexi!
Not a problem.
That's the tilt. I think I heard someone shouting.
At all. That's just his third frag, Chad, but it's taken down the star of the Eternal Fire show.
Well, they know calyx has to be towards A somewhere. He's gone looking. He's completely pushed the ramp.
JL.
Ooh, JL power position. And he's going to
play like that.
Get brought down by Maja. It was just the legs exposed. Now it is a 3-on-3, and I'm not sure where calyx is. He could be planting now. Little do they know, he's in transition. He was pushed up ramp, now maneuvering for Palace for the retake. Bit tucked in. Woxic working jungle.
Kits are available. They also have a smoke.
Head-to-head duel
nice,
coming
Alexi.
in thick and fast. Woxic if he doesn't find this one, it looks like 8 is secure. Maja's just got to try and hold on to the orb. And it's not happening with Bit actively hunting.
Let's
An
go.
8th round for NaVi.
What's the decider map?
And the ramifications of so many deaths combined now with a NaVi round, this 12th, it's bleak. Running away from Eternal Fire, that dream of a 2-0, looking more distant than ever.
Yeah, and it felt like xantares was in a great position to be able to secure that kill onto Alexi, which looked like a freebie. Obviously, extra makes it look one way.
Game.
There was that Wakardia turn of the nade, still did good to get one. Maybe even had the double up, and Alexi just pipping xantares at the post right there, and even aware that calyx had to be aggressive A somewhere. It's a great job from the in-game leader. As Eternal Fire, I purchased everything in the kitchen sink for this final round.
It's all right. I can see Eternal Fire's by. I know how this ends.
Yeah, another round. Let's make it 4, shall we?
Last round before half.
Last round of this half. And look at what xantares is up to. He's got himself an AK. He's got himself a kill. And calyx has got 2 with the FAMAS.
Okay, guys, this is worrying.
9 HP on him. A cobbled together buy.
We can lose this map.
Trying to recover the half. And yeah, xantares actually does get caught.
Unnecessary. He didn't need to do that. They have a big number advantage. He's pushing to try and finish the round right there. Could have just stayed alive.
Now the mind games begin. Bit's not moving a muscle. He's going to chill and hope that perhaps he's overlooked.
Well, Maja has a nade. If at any point he wants to whack it in, that'll be the end of Bit.
Okay, that does make things difficult for Bit. And Wonderful is heading towards A for now. Probably just letting him play, right? Just let him look around, work it out. Try and get a good idea of the setup.
Powerful smoke. Is Maja going to fight on his own? You'd hope not.
Now they know there's one CT from that smoke trajectory.
Well, they're all here.
Prioritizing the plant with that smoke still up. The nade we discussed. It's not going to do much, but that is wonderful. Finds the CT player. He knows the bullets were coming from connector. One's already pushed through, though, towards the jungle side. Bomb retrieved. 20 seconds.
Stick that shit.
Worried about everything. Up on the stairs, not an easy shot, but that's Woxic pushing in. He's been spotted out. Wonderful's movement managed well.
7 bullets.
Managing his angle short, but 10 seconds for him to find that frag. It's Woxic to close, and Eternal Fire making it work with the little guns. 4 is all they have as NaVi look to take us the distance.
Oi, 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 oi. I don't know how to feel about this. I fixed showing mode, I fixed it. Boys, I'm running an ad, so we have no answering. Potentially the last half of this best of 3 elimination game. Because Eternal Fire's up a map, and if NaVi loses, they fly home. Alright? But it's looking good. It's looking good. I need to quickly see how good Eternal Fire is on their mother-sucking T-side. Come on, show me a terrible T-side. Terrible. Yes! Against Rebels, this is an actual game that was recent. 9 CT rounds and then a terrible T-side. Wichtig. Actually wichtig. Falcons game. Oh. Super T-sided though.
This is why he's got it.
Oh, it's just a scout.
Boros, he's going to get the headshot. Snappy just tearing through for control of the site, causing pandemonium.
Boros 12
it's Bedlam
kills.
and B Elige in E-box flashed out of his angle. Molotov smoke. Huge gap on that, though.
Massive.
Nothing he can do to stop the plant unless he takes the risk
JT
of running out. He'll do so.
ADR.
Quick kill to Magis. Nice dink on Madden. What? No scope through the wall from Halzerg.
Okay.
And we're into the 2v2 here. Temple and Long is what they'll have to play with. But the flank from Sunpius.
Ooh, dirty.
That should very well end it. The scout is desperate. Oh, he didn't pull the trigger. Now he's tagged down low. 2 kills for Halzerg trying to hang on to the bomb site. He did his damnedest as his teammates fell all around him. He's going to elicit the push.
What the hell is happening on the B stream?
7-1. Snappy just running through that site, dodging bullets.
Oh, man. I mean, that was just basically an anti-force here for Falcons. Great execution.
How are the games tomorrow?
I'm
clueless.
All the trades
Let me
coming
check.
into place. The Halzerg shot was pretty crazy. Just trying to collect
Boys,
the icons.
Tomorrow.
Essentially.
It's going
Is
to
there
be
anywhere
nuclear.
back into this game
Bang.
for complexity? I think
Tomorrow
so,
is
but
the last day until
it's,
Friday.
You know, we're getting
Yeah?
to
There's a
requiring
break
pistol,
between the playoffs
maybe even
and
requiring an eco
this
round
day.
to be won. Let's see if they can do it.
Monte versus G2.
Nice.
Elimination.
You know, we saw Falcons
Elimination
time something like that
qualification.
from Rebels
Wow.
yesterday.
Yeah.
4 in the kill feed at
Important.
once. Finally
Spirit
gets it
versus
back.
FaZe. Oh,
That's right.
no.
Exact same
The Rebels.
position.
Losing team
Although
goes to
Rebels
quarters.
had
Okay,
Flay
but
on
still
it.
a banger.
This is
Still a
even
banger.
less for complexity.
That
You
is
said,
nuclear,
is
bro.
there a way back in?
Last time we said, oh, we won
Yeah.
Spirit versus Navi. Finally a real opponent. Navi got
It's
clapped.
not enough.
Against FaZe, let's see how they do. How Donk does. And then the last game, do we know? Is it this one? G2 versus... Is this lower final elimination as well? Winner advances? Ooh, it is. It is. Oh? Ooh, so G2 has to play for Elim 2 times tomorrow. Oh, guys. Nah, that's crazy.
Nuke went well for Eternal Fire, finding it in the last
Those are some
round
boss
of
games.
regulation. And now we find ourselves here on Navi's
First,
pick. And
let's
it looks
hope that
like
Navi
Navi's
makes it.
pick. At
Come
least the scoreline indicates as Navi are comfortable. 8 rounds on their first half of play. Fewer unforced errors, at least for Navi. And
Should
Eternal
be
Fire,
easy.
Yeah, it looks like Anubis might be
EFT
where they
side
have
his
to
ass.
battle for survival.
Yeah, somewhat disjointed of a CT half from Eternal Fire. The stakes are there. The
Should be
importance of
easy,
this
should
match,
be
elimination
GG.
on the line.
Cat should be in the
Survival in
back.
this lower bracket.
GG
Trying to
go
contest
next.
tomorrow
Third
for the
map,
final
where is
spot
it?
From this group to get yourself a place in the Spodek. But the excitement hasn't lived up to this matchup just yet. Now, if we do go the distance, we do go to the third, it'll happen one way or another. Haven't had any crazy plays, been too many out-of-the-box clutches, and it has had somewhat of a slower pace about it.
This is interesting. So they plan to have Calyx throw 2 smokes from the same position.
Wait, what?
Imagine the feeder before it was the thrower.
He doesn't have to throw him this time. What a luxury. A little bit delayed on the second, but the smokes will fly in all the same. Wicardia spotted out
In
mid-side.
a great position with the dualies.
Readies himself for that first tap. And wow, he goes ahead of the play. It's Immer using those dual Berettas, just spamming his mouse as fast as he could. It leads to a double kill. That's nice from Woxic, tracking Alexi in the back of the head. Not
we've
always
won
easy.
all the pistols by a margin.
250 for Woxic.
That's 4 for 4.
Excuse me, for xantares. It's a good weapon for the job.
About to be 4 from 4 from pistols, a Navi.
Yeah, it just certainly seems like a guarantee at this point.
Wow.
No doubt in my mind, Immer's going to mow down Woxic. Just like that. Actually, hold on. Woxic at least aware for the potential. Immer just standing on the bomb saying, come and get it. You've got 20 seconds, and they're just begging for a frag.
Those are nice dualies, by the way. That's a
Wolf
Wolf School kind of 14 foil on the handle.
Elapsing. xantares just walks down the ladder. Immer can't believe it. He's like, someone holding it? No, clearly
So
not.
free.
Doesn't seem to matter. 9 in the bank.
You got 2 teammates CT and somebody slips out Palace down the ladder and almost shoots me in the back. Boys,
I would be sassing them.
you gave me the Julies. You were setting me up for success. And success is what Emma found. So he sees the nades coming out, steps ahead, just starts to unload. That stalls out the assault with the bomb. A beautiful shot there from JL.
And is this where CS2 is at in that sense? In like that is the best play for Immer. Instead of hiding in the corner and kind of catching them as the contact's found, is it better to just be ahead of the play, be the one to swing.
It looks like, you know, with that setup, if Bit starts baiting,
comes the force by, which is always
they run
very...
out Tetris and then he pops them up, but I guess into the fight.
If it's working, here we go. Second round force. It could be quick and poppy, and it's already Bit. Onto xantares. Ricardia into the site. He's strong in these rounds.
What the hell?
And it's looking
He's
okay.
aiming for
The
LeBron
damage is
James.
inflicted, but unfortunately, the rifles at long range have worked. Wonderful finds Calix. It's Ricardia next on the naughty list, and long range MP9 Alexi finishes it off and secures the 10th.
Yeah, Emma just completely blind. He lost complete control of where they were coming from. He was spamming the sky. It was JL's impact through that connector smoke. As this one, I think it's going one direction and one direction fast.
I can't name a single One Direction song. Go on. That's What Makes You Beautiful. Is that them? That's what makes you beautiful.
I don't know. One Direction.
It
Hell
could be.
nah.
That's one.
I remember, was it Zayn left a few years ago?
Counting stars?
Gonna go now.
We're counting stars.
Yeah, we're so out of touch.
Was it Niall, Neil,
You're doing well. That's 2 of the
Liam,
4.
and then the one that
That's
they all
One
like.
Republic?
Oh, Watermelon Man.
Yeah.
Harry.
Okay, we named them all.
We did it. Okay, see, we're down with the kids, who are all grown adults now, of course.
Well, and that is the modern equivalent of the Spice Girls.
Fair enough.
Here we go.
Shout out to the 30 to 40-year-olds understanding that reference. It's good to have you with us.
I had their cassette tape growing up, and Steps, of course.
They've gone for this xantares hero AK again. We saw this work wonders on Nuke. He ripped Bit's head off.
I actually
Yeah,
do
the
know
Ricardia
them.
Tech 9 is truly terrifying. It'd be Alexi B that could feel its wrath. That's not how you say that word, but I did anyway. The bomb is postured out B, so there is a very clear plan here. Madge is just holding any potential aggressions. xantares allowed to work.
I guess the issue is nobody's really
Bring
worrying
us
about
to
underpass.
Anubis,
It was
Navi.
both Joe and Wonderful looking top mid. Emma's now had a glance.
Could be misinfo. This could be the window of opportunity for xantares to kick up a fuss, and he has. Finds the first immediate
xantares is so good at
adjustment with
entry,
crosshair,
bro.
anticipating the window.
Company.
Alexi's
Every
hearing
time.
this, but Ricardia unaware.
Nice,
That's
Alexi.
fine, takes away the threat. With support of JL, it's not going to be easy to leave the apartments. He's missed his spray though, and so Alexi B's the one that has to step up.
Nice, meat grinder.
Finds Wonderful on rotation, but it's JL and Alexi B holding on for what they can. Good work from Woxic, but unable to find the round. It was 1 versus 2 as it closes in for an 11th.
Still gets dicey.
Every time, they're threatening.
Really can make rounds out of this, can't they? A turn of fire.
Coach has got head in hands after this. I think he really wanted the 2-0. And I will remind you that perhaps the intrusive thoughts come for Eternal Fire after your drop of the ball in the third map of your series yesterday. You felt like maybe the 2-0 would have been a whole lot more efficient.
Well, the mental step required as well. Right? Some of these players on NaVi, well, especially the likes of Alexi.
Calix bought no nades. Does that mean he's planning on doing something crazy fast? Just being a blunt object?
Oh, yes. Look like they are setting up for a B execute, but the bomb has been left behind on Woxic. So are they just going to send him in for a look? Are they just trying to challenge Alexi as the B anchor? That appears to be the case. Alexi using the bumper.
100% accurate.
Nice
cheer for
little look in.
NaVi for the rest of the tournament.
Just.
What the
I had the
hell?
players talking about how it's a lot easier to do this jump nowadays.
That's not normally.
Not taking anything away from Alexi. I still can't do it.
That's a headshot.
Calix does catch a bit of a dink. That's going to probably cancel his plans. At least Alexi's going to be cycling that information that B was under threat. Tara's trying to work through mid with smokes are up. Ricardia swallows that nade from Alexi B.
Essentially 3 players on B. JL short. Alexi gravitating over to get this boost. xantares could change the round.
Oh, most definitely. Jump up. He can't adjust in time. It's Alexi B. Wins out on the duel. Now
Nice,
Wonderful's position is rewarded.
Nice, Wonderful. The cat is in the back.
One back.
The cat is in the back, bro.
Through and just so many bodies there. That's why they're shaking their head.
No plant, no money.
12-4.
Anubis.
Map 3 imminent. And NaVi making Mirage look like their home turf after all.
Well, this is more like NaVi. This is what you'd be hoping to see, and it's been a good, strong performance from Imma throughout. I think Eternal Fire didn't do themselves any favors with some of their CT setups looking somewhat disjointed. But NaVi showing why they picked Mirage. and then going into Anubis, I'm sure they would have been comfortable with that map pick. Now, Eternal Fire, their win-loss record on, I think yesterday was 19%, but those results were all from 2023, and we're in the new year. We're already in February, so they've had a whole month to work on it, and, well, surprise, they showed that they can have decent form on it.
I'm hella scared about Anubis.
Good old-fashioned A execution. All 5 members of Eternal Fire looking to flood into this A site. Smokes in the sky.
9.
Frag
Finish
in
it
the
now.
feed.
Come on.
Maja draws first blood.
Ime.
Ricardia versus Ime. The next duel on the docket.
No way.
It's Calix. First bullet out of the AK. NaVi
Wonderful.
needs something from Wonderful on the CT position. alexib joins him. It's JL actually catching Ricardia. He wanted to take jungle control, and it's cost them the advantage. They've lost it. It's foregone. And JL versus woxic. They both take a heavy beating through the smoke spam.
JL, you got an HE.
Not a comfortable retake whatsoever. alexib knows woxic's trapped towards the Tetris boxes. Spots a glimpse of him on the jiggle. xantares smoked off for now, but it's still Calix and woxic.
alexib 1v3.
Shots are good. Must have been one hell of a headshot onto Wonderful, seeing it from that POV. So they survived the night. A whole lot more required.
Yeah, this feels temporary though, doesn't it? Just with how commanding NaVi have been in this map, but it feels like Eternal Fire just extending the pain. Just one more round required.
Chat, the cat is in the back. The cat is in the back.
Here's the woxic shot, just popping his head up from Tetris.
It can't get out.
Didn't have a chance. A second for good measure. NaVi, looks like they are going to be taking an eco. Imma,
7 match
with an
points.
MP9. Be a little bit late if you wanted to jump out window and head underpass.
Map points.
Gets himself mounted up on the concrete boxes. Well, they're cinder blocks, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. The official
Concrete
terminology.
blocks? Block? Cinder block?
What?
MP9.
Yeah, I am a little bit worried for some reason.
There's nothing around it.
Is CS still buggy? 9, you're good.
But Imma,
You're good to play again, bro.
He has the luxury. And he's used it to great success. A destabilizing blow.
Phone 4.
Taking down Maja. xantares catching bit hidden up.
They got a double swing window.
Oh, wow. Robotic from xantares.
So hot.
He welcomes the duel, controls the spray.
Man, this guy is sexy. What the fuck?
Right now, an ace. And he's so nonchalant about it. He knows it's
he
all
makes
for
it
naught
look
if they
so
don't find
cool.
Another 6 rounds.
That guy used to play on Big Clan?
They're looking very determined there, isn't he? That's some tidy shots. That's a highlight reel moment.
I swear Germans are good at
just an
CS,
extremely
bro.
light investment. Still hit some absolute bangers and make and mash of NaVi. But you're right, 6 more, Alex. It just feels like such a tough task. NaVi are going to call on Blade to stabilize. They took the eco for a reason. The guns are kind of come out, and before things start getting out of control, and maybe some of that tilt creeps in to soak the confidence of NaVi. If he can just assist them to get across the line.
6
Take
more
things
match
to map
points.
number 3. See if they can survive this best of 3 series against an impressive-looking Eternal Fire. We do also have Falcons currently taking on Complexity. That one's being brought to you by Launders and Scrawny. And the winner of that will take on the winner of this for the final spot in Group A.
Yeah, just 2 spots in the Spodek left.
Yeah, we really nipped them up quite quickly, don't we? FaZe and Spirit from Group A, Ence and Mouse from Group B. The Group B lower bracket could be juicy. We could get a heroic G2 rematch. We could get multi-game Legion locking horns.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, but just 2 more seats at the table and a whole lot of teams vying for it. As you've already mentioned, the big ones, we've got Eternal Fire, NaVi here.
NaVi, let's finish them now. Before JL's mouse runs out of energy.
Wow, didn't even land. They hit the lip, couldn't quite track onto alexib again. Slower default crawl from Eternal Fire. This time, not so many bodies in through the underpass. You've got woxic top mids and xantares at the mid boxes. Maja through the aforementioned lower side of things. Calix A ramp and Ricardia in towards Palace. So this feels like it will be rerouting into an A split. Window smoke. Maja a deep one into Con. And Molly as well to help clear that out. xantares stretches his legs and starts to work his way up short. Looking like they want to disperse this, and they're all a leg shot into xantares. Nice little 1-2 combo.
Yeah, that's really
Couldn't
cool.
have
Gonna
asked
limit
for more.
his options. Calyx spamming out that smoke bit. Hiding in plain sight. He's been flashed off. He's a dead man. Team play both ways.
Nice, wonderful.
Down another one. Takes the duel. Welcomes it. Does Wacardia.
3 on 3. 2 of them are super low.
Taking down Imma as well.
This has to be it. Please.
Wow, JL was not expecting xantares to be so far forward.
Wonderful. You bring this back.
Alexi is.
Timing is good.
Twice about that push.
xantares loud.
Maneuvering. xantares was audible jungle. Alexi's got to have to make a move, but he doesn't have the weapon for this. Cardi's even going all the way around, so he hears
I think the fact that the AWP was heard market makes it feel like it's a save.
And he's not expecting this at all. He's been caught off guard. Takes the rifle upgrade. xantares was low HP. He can't brave that.
Oh, he's so aware.
He was coming behind him. Alexi V can do this. Wacardia.
Timing.
Oh, 9. Eventually, just starting to imagine the bomb being applied pressure too. Here's this, expecting the flank. Alexi's overthinking it now. He looks away, and Wacardia does profit from that all the way. Maneuver. Wacardia finds 7 for Eternal Fire.
Almost got out of control. I said disconnected, maybe plugged in was Alexi.
Good
what a move
positioning
that
from
was coming
Wacardia.
around the A ramp. And yeah, I think because the scope was heard, it made them feel like it was going to be a save situation. Not the case. But it's just now a 5-round game if Eternal Fire want to take this to overtime. So round after round, the pressure as their backs are against the wall. But again, they've alleviated a lot of pressure. 2 tidy shots there from Wacardia.
Guys, we have 5 more map points. The cat is still in the bag. Full eco. We will have 4 more map points
just
after
looking
this.
away. xantares is lurking up con silently.
It's all Gucci,
Fire,
bro.
keeping things quite silent and slow. That information doesn't appear that it's flowing for NaVi. Wacardia again. Finds out the aggressive push of Imma, who's been having quite a good Mirage after 17 kills. Matching xantares on the other side.
And with that knowledge of a bit of an early Palace push, you can see that the mid boys are just going for a bit of a press. Re-smoke window. Andrew in the underpass, Molly's out top con. Yeah, this is diligent stuff. It does look like JL's found a nice safe haven. This could be overlooked by xantares by virtue of that Molotov. It's not ready. Didn't expect to see xantares and ladder. He didn't even clear it. Woxic will catch him. Now they have lost the AWP, and it's been recovered by Alexi. Wonderful, may be able to get that in his hands if they throw it.
Why do these keep feeling so dicey?
Yeah, it's sketchy all day, every day. xantares at least onto bits, so I mean that bomb can go down in A now. Everything's fine. Albeit losing Woxic's not ideal.
Maybe Alexi AVP masterclass.
Made clear. Alexi tested by the Wacardia jiggle. Reaction speed test, but he doesn't pass. A couple of shots missing there from Alexi, and he's going to be sprayed on down.
He is tilting there.
How many bullets was that?
Oh, too many.
A full mag.
And then there was the followed by the xantares tilt. But you just chased him out the window after whiffing. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah. Alexi V's kept a cool head on his shot. He keeps the AWP.
Bang.
Oh, it looks like it now. Wacardia is over towards the B side, but he's been spotted too. Sneaked up by the USP of Wonderful, but that's likely bought enough time. The nade not far off the mark. The hunt is on. Alexi gets to hold the AWP. That is going to feel good. They have so much cash to splash, but even still, a luxury afforded to Wonderful, the in-game leader, bringing him across a big green.
Well recovered. I mean, Alexi did not get flustered. And in contrast, xantares did. But, you know, we talked about this comeback. We said it would be a ridiculous haul.
Still ain't happening, is it?
No, but we are 4 rounds into that 8-round comeback.
We'll revisit it in 2 more.
All right.
How did he not die, he said? Lul.
Different look, more direct, not the default spread. Same smokes to make it look like they're taking this mid control, but Imma, it's way too quiet. Alexi doesn't really have a lot of help right now because Joe is in the vent room. Needs to start pivoting back and fast. They're coming in.
Here we go.
Timings, he feels like now is the time.
It's a quick one.
Through. He knows where they are.
Alexi.
He's got them both right where he wants them. Playing in the safe spot, gets away from JL.
Man advantage.
The frag comes through.
This is a done deal. Bomb isn't even in.
Spread and extinguishing a retreat, playing the numbers game here.
xantares to work the space again. He's out mid on the lurk. We'll need to find a pick, and soon. Joe towards short could be his first target.
Yeah, JL's holding for it. Just looked away. They're going to clear from Kondo. He's just turned his back a bit. Rounds the corner.
But boys,
potency.
We finished this elimination best of 3
Lucky number 13
on Anubis. We don't have any stats from Eternal Fire in a while on Anubis.
Locked on in here for
NaVi clueless.
Defense of the Beast site. Magic,
Us
however,
clueless.
wants to change the dialogue. A 2 versus 4
Scary
for
one.
the map.
Even if the bomb goes towards A, Bit's up in Palace. Selling this fake, Bit's not going to move. They're going to allow the bomb to be the next key piece before NaVi do anything. You've got 25 seconds.
Yesterday?
Boxing essentially has a free sight, but if
The
he walks
cards are
in,
set
starts punching in the
up-
digits, he's going to go down. Flanking B? Guys, the rounds, this game is over.
Seconds.
Let's
Were
go
they
to the
waffling?
third map, shall we?
It certainly seems that way. I mean, a triple plant, maybe.
He's dead, no matter what.
Oh, yeah,
no,
against
he's playing
FaZe
open.
yesterday.
No matter what.
It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. A third map is required. Eternal Fire. They fall on NaVi's pick.
Bang.
He will go the distance. Anubis required. As this lower bracket runs,
This is what
one
they
of
meant.
these teams is going home at the end of our
Against
third.
FaZe, one game.
Still up for debate.
And then since
We're
November
gonna
not
break it
played.
down.
Against FaZe, they won. Ha! If FaZe couldn't win against Eternal Fire on Anubis, can we? Oi, 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 oi. Yeah? Let's find out. Boys, I'm running an Ence. We have none during the third map, which is of course Anubis. Coming up in a couple of minutes. Mods, I need a prediction, and chat, I need you to enter that prediction. Now. Now. Okay. Yeah. Much cheaper than Steam, much cheaper than Buff sometimes as well when it comes to buying. Let's go. Vamos. Let's go, boys and girls. Skinbit.com, that is. ! Skinbit as well if you want to check it out.
Point
Vamos.
NaVi.
If you want some
On
skins
Eternal
for your
Fire.
cash or cash for your skins.
We're already fighting. Quick connector.
Okay, it's a
Biff.
fixed title.
Yeah, it's a nasty opening to concede him. I just wanted looking for info. He ends up
Let's go,
dying
third
here.
map.
This will be their first pistol he
I
has.
need my boy JL to win.
Be a perfect time to find it as well.
Let's go.
LexiB flashed, smoked, trying to contribute, but also backing the hell out of Dodge. They've given them the sight. And trying to play this 4v5 retake.
They really like playing from
PayPal?
B main.
No,
We saw
only
this
bank.
yesterday as well. They like to soak away a lot of that site pressure,
PayPal
play
doesn't do
out
skins.
in the main and fight together.
They're expecting no smoke, so it's a viable strategy with the plant as it is.
They can just blacklist you any day.
They've used the flashes just to get in, so redundant,
Alexi.
and no time for this.
Chasing Ghost.
Yeah, where are they? They can't even find. Look at Calyx. I mean, he's holding Dark. Sure, he can arrive there late. It's a beautifully executed pistol. I mean,
Nice!
on the defuse. That was Xantares just to pluck him off of it. And yeah, no time for this. He can get some kills,
Bro,
sure. But the
how
round
was
is
that?
Eternal Fires.
How was he not
And Woxic,
dead?
he'll take a couple on the exit as well. Thank you very much. So the first pistol, as Chad has highlighted, goes the way for Eternal Fire.
no.
Took him a while.
Boys,
we got it on the third.
we won 4 out of
where it
4
matters
pistols.
most.
We lose the
This,
first
CT
one on
site
this
can be
fourth
quite
map.
brutal, so not getting the
third
pistol
map.
round is going to hurt. I wonder, does AlexiB want to call them into a 4-spy? And also something to note, if they are going to play these
Surely not a
setups
sign,
where
right?
they're evacuating out of the site for the post-plan Eternal Fire, if NaVi are going to have smokes left over
Let's
to
go.
be able to clear off that position, or at least deny the vision. There's one flash invested for Bit.
Here we go, bro.
Not using it offensively, so they're allowing Eternal Fire to play their hand first. Flash forwards, Xantares clears close doors. We'll have company, an awful lot of CTs on the other side. 2 camera, 2 temple.
Yeah, they landed some bullets onto
Four
Xantares
and four.
there.
Oh,
Wonderful in Imet. Combine. Get a rifle. Avoids the majority of the damage there, considering the absence armor, but JL actually has some. He'll be able to wield that AK-47, now sweeping through to clear A, as it seems Madra and Wicardia will call be pretty clear pretty soon.
well, they're in. The bomb will
Stack
follow.
on the wrong side.
Toxic punching in the digits. Now to position for now. Now,
Go
Wonderful
next.
was also able to pick up another flash. So if they can creep up behind this smoke deployed by the T's, they might want to explode. But again, Eternal Fire playing passive, foregoing a lot of the site control. It's only really Madja to report. Well, Wicardia's just pushed into jail. Flash could be good.
Madja turns it nicely. Perfect find, farming up some frags. Actually, JL using that rifle to great effect. He'll take that. 2 kills.
Hey,
keep the AK in
we
Kev.
keep the economy in
Financial damage.
in a cage, you know?
Respectable.
Yeah.
Full boxed.
You know, this is what Eternal Fire is kind of been doing to NaVi in a lot of these second or third rounds. pressuring their economy an awful lot, and it just makes things awkward. Guns need to be dropped. You don't have all the goodies that you require. Wakadia has enough to buy, so does Madja, but the drops are possible from Woxic and Calyx as well, so they won't have those issues. Not going to have to operate with Deagles or Mac 10s. They can get those full purchases through. Eternal Fire like to pressure the A main position with Madja throwing this like smoke a little bit deeper, and then he's going to, well, when I say deeper, from a more passive position, closer towards spawn, be able to push in and exploit that. So we'll see how the likes of Bit.
Guys, I don't want Navi to lose.
I feel a lot of this
I am so
is the CTs either having good reads or good gambles to be in the 3-2 split. There's aggression available, just like this. Bit having a look to see if anyone's defaulting up close and personal. That's not the case. The smoke that's just landed behind Bit.
Guys, we saw the Niko reply like 2 hours ago, please.
So they'll exchange utility over towards A main.
When something funny happens, someone posts in the chat, I check it out. If it's funny, I show it. We see it immediately.
Combined with that flash,
trust.
Bit's going to be apprehensive of moving forward again.
Always up to
They're
date.
flying blind on that side of the map. As you can see, they are starting to regroup.
The key is the AWP wonderful here.
Here we go.
Opts for this angle on the obelisk. As Alexi calls for aid.
Wow.
What's going on?
3 on 3.
A flurry of frags back and forth.
Nice,
it's going to be a 3 versus 2 thanks to the Imer Famas farming. Gets a triple onto Madja as Calyx punching in the code. xantares hunting for Imer. Could very well be determined by xantares. Calyx has got himself the AK-47. He's a sharp shooter as Calyx misses his opening.
Nice!
Just like that. NaVi put themselves on the board early. A quad kill out of Imer.
Yeah, hugely impactful
Let's
round
go.
from Imer. You have to think of Mirage. He was definitely finding his form, so the confidence from one orange map to the next is going to be important here for the Romanian. That is huge work because his teammates were in transition. They were trying to reposition as this pop comes through. So catching them at the minute mark, but Imer delivers, trying to get his hands on that. Galil gets around the corner, picks it back up, and sits xantares on his ass. First round now for NaVi. And this is where the pressure really will start to mount. So if xantares can't keep it cool,
we're nearing elimination. There will be some tilt.
In a game like this, it could just start to crumble. They're on the T side. This is where they're hoping to get the lion's share of rounds on the map, and they have been able to buy back in with something quite threatening. 2 AKs, Tech-9s, Deagle, over towards B again, so they want to continue to try and punish this side with another pop.
Oh, that flash forces out a reaction from xantares, so presence noted.
No rotation,
Single
however.
AK rest pistols.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Full investment
on this side of the map, and Imer, he tries his hand at a duel. Have they seen enough?
Yeah, they weren't knocking. They got what they were looking for. Burning more smokes from the CTs, and as you take a look on the radar, you can see 4, well, 3, 1 just faded.
Wow, they've got everything they need. Still 3 smokes, what an advantage. Make it 2, Calyx has thrown one out of his own design.
Should be the deep, dark smoke. Wonderful floating. See, Alexi's called the gamble elsewhere.
No.
He said, nah, it's all right, boys. Let's gamble A. We think it's going to be A or middle. And this is the thing with the CT side. You either push or gamble stack. And Alexi, you have to get a lot.
Alexi, here we go. Rotation on the way, and it's a long one.
A savior, really. He can
Alexi. Caught with his
he's not
pants
ready for that. Woxic does sweep through.
How's he not ready for that?
Yeah, that is abysmal for Alexi.
The whole site was forgone. Alexi right now 0 and 4.
That was nonsense.
And this is it. This is where
Guys,
your
it's
instinct
falling
as an
apart.
leader, you know, calling the bluff, thinking the tendencies that you've looked at. How do they rotate around when they are denied space? And this time, if they did think it was going to reroute them towards middle or A, that's the wrong call. Overwhelmed, nothing done, hardly even any damage at all.
Especially considering it was only those 2 AK-47s boasted. Prioritizing the utility that works out for the fakery. Oh, if you lose your AWP here, Wonderful would be very, very upset if a wide swing in Madja
Wonderful
showed up. Does it look like he's... Wonderful just looked away.
Guys,
Madja's
if you're
not
unaware,
moving an inch.
this is
and
a very
what could
T-sided
have
map,
been.
yeah?
But Eternal Fire have got to be happy with that.
Yeah, they got the round, and they even
recoupable.
managed to scoop up Alexi's M4. So picking everything they could out of that round, considering the way it unfolded. So back in immediately, and Alexi just standing looking like a bit of a tip behind the smoke. He wanted to drop that molly to deny as the bomb's going down. Yeah, that one's a bit of a brain fade. So Eternal Fire
Here we go.
now have a very juicy looking buy. Well, let's get into the full gunnies. WP on both sides of the server. 3-player B start as Emma again goes down towards connector. Alexi behind the pillar and Wonderful on the plat. As xantares, he could really just creep through middle at whatever
Very simple. I got away from CS for the last 6 months. He got addicted to Palworld, bro.
Enough. His feet aren't on fire, so retaining this little window position, he can slink forward. JL will know this is possible regardless. Doesn't really change the timing too much, but the A defender's a bit, and JL really feeling a little bit of pressure, especially with that temple smoke landing.
We got
Very
3 on
deep
B,
as
2 on
well.
A.
That one, make sure there's no hijinks around the mid push from the CTs, and look at this, leering forward.
He's across.
I'm not sure JL saw it.
Nope. There's a real opportunity now. Oh, especially with Woxic landing that tag. Just through the corner. JL lucky to be alive. He's still got his util. I think he's going to start dumping it in
What
secondary
the
lands.
fuck is that?
Now Wonderful's out of position. He's just had to go beach, heaven to assist.
That's a scam and a half of
Wakandia through
Simon.
the smoke. B extremely susceptible. Back and forth they go, ping-ponging across the map. Eternal Fire are toying with them.
Lexi B, he's having a nightmare start to this Anubis. Elimination match. You don't want to be starting the third map like
Shut
that.
the fuck up.
Prepared, bit aware, adjusts, and makes it a 4 versus 4. Only for a moment, Ima extends their advantage. The CTs are holding on despite the loss of Alexi B through that smoke. Regrouping. You can see Madja bringing the bomb this way.
Are those real?
It's pushing again. They know it has to be
15
B.
seconds, Chad. What are they supposed to do? Oh,
I
man,
banned
that's a
them.
gift. Ima, he doesn't hit his shot. They are across, and they're punching in the code in time.
Now his zifted look hella fake. No, but I think they're real. Thank you, Mr.
He's gonna
Super
get
Nacho.
run down, wonderful. Making it work from the Ivy
Pass in the
position,
chair.
closing in on the orb, but now and a missed shot makes it very difficult for Woxic. Yeah, gonna get sprayed on down. NaVi.
Don't click that link. It's a
Turn the
scam,
favor.
obviously.
They had so much space. I think what's happening there, Alex, right, is they get the space,
Ooh,
they get the
that's a
kills,
tilter.
and then in the moment when Madja's calling the finish to the round, that's when those pushes came in. Even with the barrel that Calix spotted, he gets the better of him. Now he's locked into this fight, whips the first few bullets, that anticipation, then Ima swings out. So just as they're starting to pull the round together and what they want the finish to be, NaVi strike, and very fortunately so. Because that was looking like a round where Eternal Fire, if they just grouped up and closed out the round, they could have done it together.
That's what I said.
Watch out, though. Tech-9s are in the mix once again.
Always so scary with Eternal Fire.
Yeah, and Woxic's got himself 6 frags already, so he's definitely not slowing down into this third map.
Those warning shots enough for JL to respect.
It's a dangerous game, mid.
Isn't it? You don't want to give it up for free. You want to harass a little bit.
Yeah, show presence, but don't get spammed, naded, or double molly egg-sect on.
While trying to hold onto your util for as long as you can.
Yeah, like this flash, what do you do if you're JL? You're going to know you either have to back away or just hold this angle and call for help.
It was committed,
Bit
but
and
Bits
JL.
here for oversight from camera.
That nade is meaty.
Oh, look at the chip
so
damage,
big.
and it does.
We have M4s. Those are
Could've
in
done
one
more with
shot,
that. JL
headshot
does
damage
go
range
down,
now.
But his Bit goes wide, ready for another engagement. Bit takes 2. It's a numbers game, and finding that double kill makes all the difference. Alex is across. Now they have the bomb, so no real potency to this immediately. He's got 44 seconds just maneuvering through that A site, looking to go round the world.
Something like a 6-6
Gonna
half.
lose him, perhaps,
GG's.
but Wonderful's already considering the potential.
For
I
NaVi.
was so focused on the mid fight there. Did they extend out B main during all of that? Did Ima push for info? Because the rotation towards middle was there so quickly, it felt like clamping down together to deny the space for EF.
Yeah, no, I was hyper-focused on
I
mid
like
too.
this guy.
But you're right, it did feel like, I mean, maybe JL
Everything I
was just asking
say,
for it, but you,
that's
you
my
wouldn't
boy.
be doing double
True little
rotations,
W,
Bit
hey.
and Wonderful there almost
Of
instantaneously.
course, man.
Yeah, spotted out now, no fun for Calix.
There it is.
3-3.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
and Alexi's going to be very
I
happy
enjoyed
with
that.
that, well handled.
Well, right now, EF probably going to try one of these little B explodes, I would imagine.
She's
been doing it
Get
for
on
the
those
past
technologies and
hours.
they whip into the site very quickly. We've seen them work to great success previously.
Miss it already.
And that nade, yeah,
Wonderful
you
is using
mentioned,
old AWP as the lowest
did a lot
float,
of damage, so
100%
softening them up,
fade.
making it much more susceptible. And yeah, it's not just that. Alexi's there as well. So there must have been some form of aggression to facilitate that heavy rotation. And
Cool AWP.
wow, it's going to be a full eco from Eternal Fire. How many times have we said that?
Saw a dialogue, like Madja's not looking at his screen, he's looking at a teammate.
Maybe we can get a camera on them as they might just be talking through the next round. Loss bonus will be coming through at 2,400. So NaVi destined for 4.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Calix.
It's just pistols on the F. What are they going to do?
HE through the
Equals?
windows. Well placed.
Gotta be kidding
This is a
me.
gimme right now for NaVi.
Yeah, normally, you know, all it takes is maybe one Tech 9 and a bit of Kevlar, and we would be getting a whole lot more excited. But this one, there's only really one objective, one goal, and that's to kind of screw your heads on tight for this must-win map.
This chat, bro.
It's T-side Anubis as well, right? So the fact that NaVi in the gun rounds do seem to be having the edge.
Yeah, and I imagine that's why we're seeing Eternal Fire look a little bit more stressed as well. And keeping the conversation
it's
going.
a French
Obviously,
timeout.
This is not an argument. But
LOL!
It's a discussion. Good. Our observers are doing great. We're actually getting to go back and forth between
Dink him.
people.
Now, what does Xantares have to say in reply?
Good. Well, JL gets himself a double. Now that M4. Oh, I was going to say it's retrievable. Emma gives it a good go on the wall bang. Xantares does get his grubby mitts on it.
Here they come. Should be all bits right now. Don't expect too much more. Dink, not bad. Wakadia will get a chance, but Wonderful will take him down before he can line him up. And that round that we said was a gimme definitely is. So that conversation, that lengthy, that locking eyes chat between the likes of Xantares and Manager, the in-game leader, and one of his star riflers, where does that leave them?
It's always an interesting line, you know, and I think it's drawn in depending on the individuals, but what conversations are left for after the game, which ones have to happen.
They took a French timeout.
See if this is situated.
They don't win this one. The tilt will manifest.
It's going to be an aim push. Bit has a bit of support, so Wonderful can post up on the line. That nade to stairs might make you think that is the A player, and you're not ready for the play.
Nade putting him into one-shot headshot damage.
The 1-2 punch.
Bit bang.
Right, then they've parked the AWP, so Wonderful's just going to stay. Bit noisy on his escape. Jail's still tending with middle. Bit will be able to rotate over to help out Alexi and Imma, and because of just how strong out Eternal Fire are, they're not packed up, they can't explode.
Alexi with 0 kills, he doesn't need any kills, bro. We're winning. Kinda.
Oh, Akadi's gonna have to move. He has to.
God, what's he doing?
Look at the damage down. A single bullet will finish him off. And in the meantime, Imma gets greedy. He did want to find a second. He knows where Calix is, and Calix is a man to be feared.
Alexi first kill, by the way.
Expected. He was a main, remember?
Bit Habibi.
True,
Oh, they don't
so
know.
the element of surprise from the glyph position. Woxic just trying to punch in the
That
code.
is
in this
all
1
they
versus
get.
3.
Woxic 1v3.
Bit delaying. That smoke allows Woxic to move, but
Bang!
covered Woxic.
Guys.
Wonderful closes it down, and
So
NaVi,
important.
they weather the storm once more.
All right, well, now we should see a half-buy from Eternal Fire, right? With the lost
So
bonus,
T-sided.
2,900 coming into the bank, you have the bomb going down as well. It puts them in the position where they could go for AKs or Galils, but they're going to have a timeout to discuss exactly that option.
Is XGC not live?
And that push, right? So you're getting the HEs coming through the window. Your T-stairs player, he's a bit rumbled. He has to move off of the line as that nade comes his way. Steps back out,
X,
and
go
Bit sharp
live,
as
bro.
you like, removes him.
After the game, I want to watch.
Combo there from NaVi, making sure they're staying proactive.
You see what he
Smiles
did?
on the face of Alexi. We don't see this every day.
He
of the
scammed all
week.
his friends.
The mood sour
Boss.
on Nuke, but starting to sweeten. They're ever closer to staying alive in this lower bracket of Group A.
True.
And now we know who waits. Their competition will be Falcons.
Got some fun trivia for you, Chad. I know you're looking at mouse weights a lot.
He's
Woxic's
playing.
mouse
What do you
is
mean?
Incredibly heavy.
That is
It's
so funny.
92 grams. Isn't that in terms of the numbers I hear you talking about,
These
like
days,
45,
yeah, that's
50,
pretty
something
heavy.
like that?
Yeah, a lot of people are on the
Here we go.
super light, right? So yeah, that is
One of the
heavy
heavier
mouse.
mice in the professional player's handbook.
Maybe that's why sensitivity is out of control. Let's see how far out of control this gets. Eternal Fire have opted to buy, but they're lighter on in the util department. You can see it's mainly the rifles they're opting for. So I'm expecting a slower pace. Allow this CT protocol utility to be limped out, spent through, and then see if the likes of Wakadia and Xantares can find your opening picks. But speaking of it, Imma staying active. Flashed out B main. Spots out one. Flash back. So this rally of util to try and
Dude, we are
control
owning them.
B long is definitely underway, but for Eternal Fire,
Not
they
a lot
can't
of
use too
util
many
left
more
on the app.
flashes in that fashion. They've only got 2 remaining and 2 smokes.
That's what I'm saying.
But grouping outside B. If they are to pop and think this is a weakness, there's 3 players. Can NaVi withstand the hit?
Yeah, and this was from spawn. Like, they started here.
Hey,
Throwing out the util.
it's the stacked side.
Wonderful's AWP.
Wonderful.
Moving forward. Magnetized
3,
into the fight.
2,
Trying to catch them ahead
1.
of the play.
Bang!
Oh,
Right in
and
the
he does.
asshole.
Catches Wakadia on the crouch. Trying to isolate the duel. Woxic
Nice.
with the
Now it's a 4v3.
It's Imma dead
Uh-oh.
next to Woxic's hand. A double entry frag from woxic. He is not giving up without a fight.
That's jam time.
And this retake uncomfortable now for NaVi. Good spam, brings woxic low. A single bullet could do it.
They're all playing outside main.
Mongols will go for this.
Awkward with 2 Molotovs available, but NaVi are going to be so worried about site positions too. As they come in through connector, they can clear out pillar and turn their attention.
Yeah, at this point, Alexi's going to piece it together. It's too quiet. It's
We're going
suspiciously quiet. Now the mollies are going to be thrown out. woxic, that low HP.
woxic, dead.
He's burning. He's gone down. Calyx
nice.
Only for the one. It's up to
only major.
He has to knock
Come
him
on.
off the bomb. Alexi, goes down. It's looking good. A messy
No
spray,
time,
but is there time?
and it was
it's
sloppy.
too close. It's too close. It works for Eternal Fire.
I thought
they
maybe,
continue to make it work with this avant-garde post-plant strategy.
Yeah, so again, I think it's just because at that point you know that the CTs are so unlikely to have any smokes remaining. The molly, it was great, it flushed out one, but Magi, even though he doesn't connect the dots on the final frag, he had done enough, got them off the defuse, but that has to be on woxic. This is a huge double. You can see him pivoting here between Jail and the dark position in that smoke.
What the hell? I thought they fixed it.
People are throwing on the right side, obscuring a lot more of the vision.
Like that?
Worked out a way that they can throw it where it can't be one-wayed over.
Huh?
Wow, I'm amazed that they managed to recover that. You can see Alexi was just doubting. There's no way they're all there.
And look at the buy. Even though they won the round, they got Mac 10s. And look at Emma staying proactive. A nuke on JL's toes. Emma finds a fight, but might want to get out. So much damage done to NaVi in the early stages of this one.
We have to battle by though.
Walking wonky. Emma and JL barely hanging on as mid is taken. They surge towards that position.
I swear Bogdan's lost dumb as hell. I swear on God, bro.
What's the reaction? What's the go?
Just let the AWP, keep the AWP. We see so many missed AWP shots.
Completely caught off. Okay.
On the guy, bro. Nah, Chief.
Bizarre.
How are you meant to get back into this with 2 players with a combined HP of 49? Emma and JL, there's no way they can voice any concerns.
Let's go.
And that happened so quick. I said they were coming, they were there.
Yeah, what do you think it was just a case of a miscommunication in the sense that maybe JL didn't emphasize enough? Like, they could have mid. Maybe it was more of an offhand, I'm rotating off mid. No info mid. I don't know, because Bit was so surprised to see so many.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. That has to be a miscom, right? For him not to be aware of that, or maybe it was communicated. But you know, sometimes you have to take a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, you're not expecting them to just not stop. They did not.
Have you considered more plants in your flat?
I think the fact that it happened.
It is full of plants,
and they get to hold on to 4 rifles is quite key. So there will be a drop.
Not in this room.
Wonderful made available. So they should have more than enough of the finances, NaVi, to have out a full buy, and we have 2 rounds remaining within this first half, and the timeout has just been called, I believe, from Eternal
Not those
Fire.
plans.
I thought I saw the T symbol. And there it is.
Eternal Fire. Significant success in terms of getting into these bomb sites. The amount of rounds, every single round they've won, it's by the detonation. And even 3 retakes successful from NaVi, so they're getting into the sites.
It is interesting the coach is taking this because it feels like things are going quite well in the last batch.
True.
It's now 2 in a row. You know, Madger, if he's feeling the streak, feeling his stride, but definitely a conference to be had and a nod from Madger. So whatever the coach has steadied them with, we'll see if they can run with it and grab 7 before we head into the halftime break.
Yeah, Madger's stuck with that Mac 10. See if he can generate any space with Cardia, the impact player of the round. Haven't said too much of his name, actually. Just 3 frags.
Here we go.
In this must-win map. And on the T side, where we typically see him do some of his best work. xantares, the same. Kept humble.
I mean, 5 CT rounds is already great.
The AWP starting A, and they've actually opted to boost on Fountain to see if anyone's going to take that space. And the thing is, nobody is.
Is this the most CT rounds we've seen
just
today?
Hang around lingering, and while that flash from
On first half, it is.
now
no?
just being in towards main, they're well aware that the control hasn't been taken just yet.
On Anubis, of course.
Oh, it's drawn again.
True?
So this is just Emma on the side. Alexi's just on deep temple to help clear out middle. Alongside of JL, he'll be poking in from camera bits here as well. So they want to get some information, but it might be too little too late. As they clear middle, the fight is heading towards B.
Here we go.
Yeah, and what's Emma supposed to do with this?
At least it's retake.
Yeah, a 5v5 retake at this stage. I say that, Alexi B. He's been spotted out on Temple.
He's having one of those games, 7 assists.
Well, we all know how that feels. Certainly not what you want in your third map of an elimination match in Katowice. JL on the flank. He was being held, but he's just confirmed 3 bodies outside main. Still no smoke, but Bit's got ahead. Takes down Madja. Calix is coming to try and nullify him. Now that's a dink exchange. The Galil just body shots him down. Oh, and xantares was full blind on that. Just controls his spray masterfully. They're actually defusing! Alexi holding it down!
I didn't even see it.
A distraction. That's unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, what? That's exactly what Eternal Fire are going to be.
How has that happened?
That's an oversight. That's unbelievable. Maybe he started it as if they were flashed. They didn't hear it. Bodyguarded. Spray transfer.
How does that happen?
What?
He's just pulled off daylight robbery.
That is.
How on earth has he gotten away with that? We've been talking about the way they like to play these post plants.
The Turkish fans are not going to be
the
happy.
Mets will be able to swing and take the fights. It felt like Bit threw his life away for nothing. Emma bodyguarded 1. There was a flash in play. That's 6 for NaVi.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, no,
6
I mean,
really good.
You said it. Daylight robbery. That's thievery from Alexi B. And his defuse kit. Who needs kills when you can win rounds with a defuse?
Wow.
And now it's Emma making moves. Cuts down Madja with an aggressive maneuver.
I love that combo. You notice how it only disperses that left-hand side of the smoke so he can go for that type of a swing. He was using it yesterday as well.
Really cheeky. Oh, and these last 2 combination rounds, that's amazing from Wicardia. Was that full 30 bullets before he started to find Alexi?
Alexi may only have 1 kill for the half, but the fact that he stole away 6 to at least guarantee that for NaVi is huge.
And these flanks from JL. You know, we just saw it in the previous, but it seems like he's kind of been reinvigorated. He's kind of sussed it out, solved what's needed from him from mid. Keep the pressure onto these B commitments like this.
So sloppy.
But
sometimes it has to be.
From the dark position, has lost all of his teammates. Imet dancing around the site to convert.
Let's go, bro.
They lead with 7. A 2-round discrepancy. One of these teams going home at the end of our next half.
But guys, isn't it city side? Oh wait, it's T-sided. 9. And NaVi got 9. NaVi got 7. Scheiße. Guys, this is over. The cat is in the bag once again. The cat is in the bag. Oh no, what does this mean? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That was a joke. Guys, I'm running nuts. We're entering the second half and last half of this best of 3 elimination game. Boys, we already have a lot of crazy confirmed games for tomorrow. If you're unaware, let me quickly make you aware. All right, I'll turn you aware. If whether you want it or not, I'll turn you aware. Watch this. Don't look away. Don't fucking mute me. No. Listen to me. Monte vs zywoo elimination qualification game. Wow. And the cherry on top. If G2 wins this, or Monte, they will have to play again in the evening for elimination once again. 2 elimination games, 2 elimination best of 3s for the winner of that game. Sorry, not qualification, of course, because 2 elimination games. 2, you understand? 2 best of 3s that day. My days. FaZe versus Spirit. Upper bracket. Not a limb. Yeah? But still a banger, because Spirit, we've seen them donk everyone. We've seen them fuck everyone in the ass. We thought NaVi could be maybe interesting. They donked them. So this is now another time where they face a real opponent. Yeah, and it's FaZe Clan. Banger. Banger. Donk with a ridiculous performance, by the way. If you're clueless, absolute prodigy of gaming, comparable to ohnePixel's performance, who's a German bloke. How do I see the stats? Here. How do I see the ratings, the game ratings? Why is it done so stupidly? Like, they should show here the ratings, no? That's just annoying, bro. I think here. And now matches. Bang. 1.3, 2.0, 1.65, 1.2, 1.72, 1.2, 2.06. And this is all at IM Katowice. You understand? Apex, 2.2. They 13-0'd them. My days. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. Yeah? Let's go. Let's go. Oh. His rating is gonna be insane, bro, this whole tournament. Spirit tweet? What is this? Why did you link this? Hate that song, bro. That fucking cat, man. Lock game, bro. Nah, chief.
We're back in business, and Alexi B, one half
Here we go.
of Counter-Strike.
Elimination. One of these teams is flying home after this half.
That could shatter the hopes and
You
dreams
better
of
cheer
the
for your
Turkish
favorite.
team in the Spodek. You can see what it's done. The camaraderie, the mojo, it flows in one direction right
jinx
now.
it.
NaVi, they are in it to win it. A game for survival, and then one game away from the playoffs of Katowice 2024. This is the Intel Extreme
Here it
Masters.
is.
Anything can happen. And right now, Eternal Fire need a pistol. They need a conversion. Doubted by the bookies, and it's up to them. Wonderful working on a P250 and a whole lot of util. Look at all this on the floor. A molly for good measure.
You'd feel 7 rounds on the CT side should be more than enough for NaVi to be able to close things down. This is a map where they traditionally feel quite comfortable on, and that streak broken yesterday. There were 5 on the trot. Well, there's a
Bro,
little blip on the radar
7
now.
CT rounds is disgusting.
Looks like a more
if Navi wins
confident
the
team
pistol,
today.
it's done.
Okay, interesting. Camera molly and
Wow.
a quick headshot to Wok. You're not re-peeking that. So Heaven's clear. You're up. Bits already onto the side with JL as well. Now you layer on a smoke.
Nice,
And it's
Emma.
Ime that strikes. And Antares, just as he averts his gaze towards the fight.
Bro,
JL
Alexi
keeping
1 and
Heaven
9. He doesn't
on
even
lock.
need to kill,
They've
bro.
got 3, make it 4 players fighting for Heaven. It's just a drive-by.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
destructive. And
That's
helpless
5 out
are
of 6
Eternal Fire.
pistols.
Oh, they won the pistol in the first half.
Are
Their
we the
first pistol of the
aimers?
series
I
is gonna
thought
be
no.
5 in favor of NaVi across the 3 maps as Calyx will
Apparently
be
we are.
felled by Bit, and that is beautiful stuff. All 5 staying alive, not a single point of damage done. That
Farm him, Gel. Rizz us up. Rizz us up,
into
please.
head armor.
Please, Rizz
You
us
get
up.
the
9.
AKs out. You don't need to worry about too many Mac 10s, and this is a beautiful lurk from Imma. Just coming through mid as the opening incision. They're already in the site, so things just get worse. And that's great. That tells me that type of round communication is flowing. They swing Heaven together, the 2 of them. They're taking the fights to execute words perfectly. And Eternal Fire, traditionally fantastic with these second round force buys, are opting for a full eco. This game has gotten away from them. They played good Counter-Strike.
They did. They really have.
W.
I mean, look
Why?
at the second round buy for NaVi. They've only got full nades and full AK.
Yeah.
Brutal.
That's why, you know, it's the little things, not having to invest into head armor if they're just going to lock things down as they push out main.
We're not losing this one, buddy.
Sure. You should be the only one. Alexi, get over here. We got a rifle. Hold up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Calyx.
Oh,
he
yo,
did
yo,
some
yo.
significant damage.
What the hell?
This is a done
Thankfully,
deal.
Wonderful
Yo,
was
fist bump
there.
him,
I
Emma.
mean,
I wonder how he even got his hands on it. He's quickly made
Why is
the
he
move
smelling
while
that-
Wonderful was covering that off, so a
the
little
hand
bit of
after
damage
bumping
considering
him?
the full eco.
yeah, not too shabby.
We might be seeing the swan song of Eternal Fire quickly
The
if they
hell?
can't get this first gun round under their belt.
Which is where Alexi B starts licking his lips, right? You've got to be excited as an IGL knowing that if you make this right call, if your team plays
You
it
thought
right,
we wouldn't see that.
you are on your way to that final best of 3 required.
Here we go.
Smoke lands dark, default spread. Not necessarily entirely default. JL working dark and Wonderful right behind him.
We saw from
Wow,
that little
minus
snippet
0.
with Snappy talking about NaVi T7 in this map that they want to fight for that main control.
Wait, -3. Not true.
Exchanging utility across the map. Pressure to xantares. We'll have to respect it.
Nice work from Alexi. He's proactively pushing. And oh, he hears a rotation off. He heard Xantares stampeding through the temple position. Maybe a timing available for him for a pincer into the A defense.
Pincer!
Woxic and Macardy have done this before. We've seen them
let's
defend
put one-
Anubis 2 versus 5.
Yeah, but didn't Woxic have an AWP when he did that?
That's right. Just the rifle this time. And he's got nades in his hands.
Come on.
Throws that out. Alexi, be aware. Starts to
Here we go. We're
magazine
squeezing
pressure
from all
every
sides.
front, every
This
angle.
is-
They're left with just
This
the
is
one,
a done
and this
deal. The cat
already
is in the
bleeds
bag and
for
it can't
Eternal
get
Fire.
out.
Beautiful in the lurk again from Imma, catching xantares. And this round is done and dusted. Just Magi, and look where he is. T-spawn, the wrong side of the map. May as well just be holding on to this one. 10, the double digits for NaVi, and it was beautiful. As soon as Alexi comes through, he's already brought the attention. It means they can't both be focused over towards that A push. The flashes come in, they separate the defense, they have the mid lurk. Picture perfect from NaVi. Looking right at home here on Anubis.
Like, yeah, you watch that one back, you try and find counterplay, and it was just... There's nothing for you there. Those two players stood no chance. There was no opportunity.
Boss, Control V, boss! I saw that. I saw that.
And exploiting that little bit of sound cue, you know, knowing that the mid player had kind of rotated off, you could assume, unless there was some funny business afoot, that you had a bit of a room to maneuver for Alexi. The smallest things in Counter-Strike can have the biggest ramifications, you know, and I could views.
Yeah, that one, I still can't believe that happened. I have to check it back because I didn't even have any focus on it. There's no way. How are they going to be able to defuse the bomb with so many bodies for Eternal Fire outside ready to turn that into a shooting gallery?
No.
And just as we were heading into halftime when the cameras were on them, they were face palming. They were done, they were dusted, and now they look like they are more than on the ropes. Eternal Fire falling apart at the absolute worst time.
But a round like this, you win a round that you have no right to, that can be somewhat of a remotivation. They have lost xantares. He's forced to watch now as his teammates try and defend this side. There's multiple bodies there. Calix run down
this is
by
over.
JL.
Confidence now just surging through the veins of NaVi, having to push
Turkey.
into fights and taking them all.
It is what it is.
The strongest weapon, the save rifle of Magi that was gambled over towards A. The lighter upgrade stacked B, out of position once more, and again, becoming extremely familiar with the spawn of the opposition.
Gosh, yeah, Magi's having no fun these last two rounds.
Bro, but Vicaria, I swear on God, he's underrated, bro.
And again, Alexi still only has one kill, Alex. Just one kill.
There's going to be a story written about this. The tale of one kill and one defuse by Alexi B.
Hi, Oni.
And you know what he just did? He did just, first you go A, then you go B. What happens next?
We're all waiting to find out.
Yeah, it does feel like they've just lost their grip again. This third map, you know, they're reliving the potential.
Yeah, farm him.
2-0s they've had in front of them.
Shock yourself.
Close games, you can see the recap there. NaVi were in full control of map 2, though.
Yeah, and in full control of map 3, so the momentum shift once we made it to Mirage.
Finissimo.
Later. Stack made towards B main.
I don't even know what that means.
Woxic. Does he have an AWP? He does.
Woxic.
He's gotten away with the first. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, they respect the smoke. So darting back immediately.
Mission accomplished. Isn't that a movie?
Boosting up and over mid. Might be able to catch xantares looking, and they have done.
Nice.
They had the number advantage, but xantares still looking for a fight. He finds one that's not favorable.
Oh, that's going to be another horrible one for xantares to stomach.
Bomb towards B.
As the advantage squandered, and Calix goes trying to make a play. Not blind was him, still controls the spray. He could have another one here. Tagged up Magi, just spamming smokes. Magi's going to walk on this. No flash, but he's not ready. Imma not expecting this re-aggression. Wonderful at least trade, so that's still a 3v2.
Yeah.
Alexi flanking Wicardia.
He's screwed.
Yeah, in the corner.
Sorry,
it's
man.
Going to be cleared. Is this Alexi B's second frag? Maybe not. Dinked up.
Alexi, double your kills,
They're pushing
maybe?
him. Wicardia is in so much trouble.
We're playing it so safe.
Alexi B will be kept on one.
Woxic in a 1v3 with 2 left.
Woxic thrown into a 1v2. What can you do? What can you do?
Smooya would win this.
2 bullets, 2 opponents, and a 10-second defuse ahead of him.
He is the top fragger.
It seems certain that a 12th is
no
imminent.
Utility. Oh.
Jail on jail, though. Oh, and it's held. Nails the shot, and a single
Farmers
round
jail,
now
one
for
last
NaVi
time.
knock out Eternal
Please.
Fire.
Full control for NaVi. They found themselves right when they needed to. Yesterday, the win against Apex, they got it done with individuals misfiring. But now those individuals are performing at quite the pace. Wonderful with 19. Imma has been activated. He's got himself 15 kills, impactful ones, 19 kills for JL.
Can we all agree
14, and that share has
that we
been made available
did fix our shit from yesterday? We played disgusting yesterday was Apex. We were slow, everyone fucking not hitting their shots, slow. You missed utility. Yeah.
Taking down Falcons to start off.
We're back, baby. We needed
FaZe
to be
too
back, and we
much.
are back. Yeah, man.
Only too much. It was overtime in the first 2 maps.
That's the 2-0 they were probably going to be
Game
thinking
is a lot
about.
better than
And that was for the
fucking
Spodek.
yesterday.
That was to be on the stage. That was to be playing in front of thousands of fans. And now they're just 1 round away from packing their bag, getting on that plane, and going home with their frustrations that what could have been.
Yeah, and just the muck they're in right now, mentally. All of that rattling around your skull at the same time as you're trying to play
Get those
Counter-Strike.
sevens
It's
ready.
not possible, it's not feasible. Pressure applied to the A side of the map once
That's-
again. It's Ricardi.
wow,
who's
that's
trying
snappy.
to swing through.
Wow.
The frags are coming. and
Alexi
it
just
seems
doubled his
certain
skills. What a boss.
that NaVi will have one more best of 3 between them and this lower bracket run to the Spodek. The Falcons are waiting in the wings.
Oh, and now Falcons started to take flight, taking down Complexity. Another lengthy series, but more practice for this newly formed roster. It's just 2 more kills for NaVi.
Mantra's hitting some shots. So is Alexi as his 3rd frag is secure.
Yes, sir.
And it's NaVi.
Yes, sir.
Will meet Falcons for the spot, the last spot that Group A provides to the Spodek. A lower bracket run. First Apex, then Eternal
That
Fire.
fucking mouse
And now Falcons stand
on
between them
JL,
and the glory of a
blinking
playoff
red,
spot
not
with
charged,
Extreme
under
Masters
5%,
Katowice.
They
had
just
me
have nothing to
mixed
their
up
name.
on map
Nothing
1.
to their name in this second half of play. It's just a clean sweep. NaVi
But we
with
did
the
it.
masterclass on their T side. And it was that ever since the defuse. They didn't pick up
GG's
another
though.
round.
GG's.
At one point, the half could have been theirs. Eternal Fire showing a good brand of Counter-Strike.
They
This
played
is a
well.
great mixture of players. Ifs and buts, though, it doesn't go a very long way.
They
You
played
either
well.
get the W's or you don't. And today, NaVi are the
And against
victors.
FaZe Clan, they also
That
put up a
mental
great fight.
sludge that they were in, the lack of confidence seems to have been